I think we're live, little Z. I think we are live. The internet has been like working for the most part for the last few days. So it's like I was gonna go live last night, but then I just lost all my energy. It was really weird. It's like I had all the desire to go live, and then as soon as I was ready to click the button, it was like, wait a minute, I can't really do this right now. Which I never really know when I will be, up for streaming or not. So right now we're at about 80% capacity. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, cool. We are public. We have a window here. We're gonna pop out. I actually could leave this chat box right here if I really wanted to, and then just make it small so that it's not visible on stream. I like that. I like that. Alright. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll do some ZA. We will play some cards because your boy's gotta work. And then we will, yeah, maybe we'll like mess around with some cards too. Like I have so many cards to play with and to open and all that stuff. Like I've got the, I've had this for a week now and I still haven't done anything with it. So this will be like the first thing that we do. We're gonna open up the Phantasmal Flame pre-release box that we never actually pre-released. Do I want my light on? Here, let's turn this on a little too, or you know what I'm gonna do, I'll edit it. Alright, I have my camera in the perfect position. Move this slightly, but thanks to anyone who's dropping in on a Friday night, just chilling, hanging out. Here we got this, we have stacks of singles that I still want to go through. And then, yeah, really, ooh, dropping booster boxes. Almost dropped the 25th anniversary booster box on the ground. I've opened so many of these that I can't open any more of these. But what we'll do is, maybe play a little on the TCG as well. We'll see. I think right now, to start off though, I would love to just kind of grind out a little more in some ZA, kind of progress the story, and get, the main thing that I really want to get are all the TMs, so that I can kind of play a little bit more on the competitive side. But, oh, you know what I should do? Let's put a pinned message in to mention two things. One, the Discord, and two, the giveaway that we currently have going on. That's like the real reason why I gotta be making more stuff. It's like we gotta get this giveaway going. All right, 1, 2, 2, 2. So Mega Evolution ETB giveaway plus our Discord. Definitely want to sign up for that giveaway if you haven't. It's super easy, and I'm gonna post the video link right now. Discord is great because the Legend Z8 bots are actually up and running. So to anyone who would like to jump in and generate literally every Pokemon that you could kind of catch normally in this game, generate new link, please. Copy that. So 2 links in there, 1 pin message, and we're ready to roll. Let's just kind of keep going and keep destroying and trying to progress this game because we've actually been like super slow in our, like in how long it's taken us to, play this game. Alright, so we have to do our next promotion match, which is fine. Let's get some cashola. And I think I've seen people talk about how you need like 1,000 wins. I think maybe for the shiny charm. I'm not really sure exactly what, but I don't even know if you fully need the 1,000 wins. But I would not mind just grinding out against trainers because of that. We have our little thing now, our, what do you call it, you know? Oh, we couldn't quite make it, alright. I still don't fully know how, you know, how to use that. Or, not how to, oh, damn girl, relax. Forgot about Burn. I forgot Burn did that. Get him. Get him. Oh, Big Z sleeping. Real quick. Oh my gosh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Big Z sleeping. That's a good girl. You see the little up? You see the little down. That's because she's a good big brown round hound. Oh wow. Sleeping sweet and sound. That's a Big Z for you. Just wanted to highlight that. Yo, what's going on, Ben? How are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I didn't see when you jumped in there. How's the ZA been for you, my friend? I know you've been like deep in the grind. Are you doing the I know you've been. I'm sure you played the online to get the I was gonna say the sticks to get the stones, to get the sticks and stones. But have you been playing any beyond that, or like, you know, what's been your experience? I've been really actually enjoying the been shiny hunting. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I hear it's very excuse me, good in this game, and I guess you would know more. So I've heard people talk about 1,000 battles a lot. Is that something that I'm gonna need to do? Like I tend to grind the battles like kind of anyway, but like, should I like kind of extra grind battles like while I'm at it? What do we got here? Ice type moves. I have like 0 ice type moves, honestly. For the shiny charm, you need. I assume that 100 was supposed to have an extra 0 at the end of it. Got him. Damn, Keys just kind of had me, didn't it? Really? Oh, because it's steel. I'm really not very smart, am I? Wait, right? Clucky steel? I would guess then. 1,000, cool, cool, cool. No, because it said it wasn't resisted. Just ghost. Wait, ghost and what? I don't know. Oh, yeah? Okay, you win. Alright, we will keep fighting then. There's probably no way to tell, right? Before you get like that mission or whatever. I do tend to just kind of chill in the battle zone, so I'm not like super worried about that one. Like I'm probably already at like at least a few hundred. I just do it for the money. Burn opposing Pokemon. These are two things that I'm never gonna get. So I have no burning moves and I have no ice moves. Go get him. I'll hide behind this tree. Use a little right shoulder peek. I love the moments when I feel like I'm playing Fortnite in this game. Like, especially when it's like literally to like, you know, block yourself, take cover. Side beam to the face. Or draining kick, I should say. Alright, 1k wins, huh? That's no problem. Tight. Alright. Let's grind away, but yeah, my internet has actually been pretty good for the last few days. I just haven't been fully capable. Where are the eyes from? Oh, I did not see you. I'm looking for a Pokemon. Oh, there he is. You got me. You got me. Yeah, Turbo Controller is easy, but if not, it'll take a while. Oh, for shiny hunting? No, I never got one for the last game. Could you just go with whatever the whatever the most comfortable option is. Victory. Which for me is usually like just the Pro Controller, or I forget what I had last time. Excuse me, it was like I think a Power A kind of Pro Controller. It was actually pretty nice. It had some paddles in the back. I wouldn't be like opposed to using it again. It's just the Switch 2 Pro Controller is better. Bro, like, how many points moves either? It's fine. Hello. How are you just walking right by me? Some of these trainers, they will see you from like across the map, and then others, I guess, just walk right by you. Iron defense. I like it. Bulk up your physical for me. Alright, we will... Yeah, we'll do a lot. I mean, it's actually still relatively early, honestly, in my world, given that I just kind of woke up from a nap not too long ago. It's kind of a busy day, so I was drained. See, like, this guy just was like, oh, we're fighting, which is cool. Alright, you're just regular Stunfisk? I know the other one's got, like, steel typing, right? Doo-doo. Pow down. By the way, do you know how plus moves work? Bro, I literally just forget to hit the plus all the time. So it's like whenever, basically like low-key, I kind of treat the, what do you call it? I kind of treat going Mega as like, you know, like how your moves would change in Galar when you Dynamax to like your Dyna moves. And so, like, whenever I Mega, like, that's when I actually use the plus moves. Like, I am never going to remember to actually hit the plus button in a regular, you know, in a non-Mega evolution situation. Especially because, like, it seems like it's kind of, like, not super necessary a lot of the time. But no, like, that's a great, yeah, that's a great tip. That's, like, a great point, I should say, because I do forget, and I have not hit plus once, and I honestly, like... low-key, kind of like and here's a big problem too, like I kind of misinterpreted it at first, where like I didn't think you'd be able to like go, you know, quote-unquote like strong style, you know, anytime you wanted, really, which is like basically what going plus is. So, well, I guess there's no real cooldown reduction. I'm not really sure what the detriment is, but yeah, so it already like wasn't in the forefront of my brain, and yeah, like you said, like pressing plus itself is like just a weird button. Like if they called it, they should have made it like, never mind, that's what that is. Okay, maybe switch plus in that, because like you only Mega Evolve what, like once every couple minutes. Like I can press plus to Mega Evolve, and like that kind of makes a little more sense too. Plus up bigger, but like, or at least let me change the control, because I think right stick down I would actually remember plus moves a little bit more. But to be fair, if them putting them in the plus button, calling them plus moves, that is a good memory thing as well. So it's just a bit of a clunky thing, and as well, like you don't really unlock it too until like you said you didn't know about it until the end of the game. You don't get it until like halfway through anyway, right? So it's not like that's on you. They don't even really give you a chance to fully utilize it. Whereas like in the last Legends game, like I forget what they call it. It wasn't exactly Rapid Strike and Single Strike, but like Agile and Strong Mode or whatever I think it was. Those were there from the very first moment of the game, if I recall correctly. So that's so funny how I stood behind that little like pillar and they just like didn't fully see me. Man, I wonder how Legends ZA would have been, or sorry, how Legends PLA would have been if you could have actually played people like this, you know, like kind of real time with the plus, or sorry, with the Agile, with the Strong style, and like with an online. That was like really the one thing that game like was completely missing. Like, it was just a true single player experience. I guess like I was even surprised that it had trading low key because of. It did, like, that was the only online aspect of the game whatsoever. Hell yeah, I want some prize medals. I got a shiny Alpha Absol by random. Nice. Yeah, I hear shiny hunting is like pretty like accessible in this game, which is kind of cool. It seems like in every game they make it more and more accessible. Electric A. I'll do this one because I actually have an Ampharos, whom I hear is pretty decent on the ranked. I gotta actually, like, I'm sorry. I have to actually build mine the right way if I wanted to use this one. Use super effective moves, I can do that too. What do I got left? About half the night. But we can do 2 for 1. Ish. Oh, God, that makes sense. Well, kind of want, like, you back, even though the situation doesn't really... Not that he just used that push me back. That happens a lot. Like, there's a move that they use that kind of pushes you back. I was going for EV, but it didn't show up. That's fair, that's fair. Got him. He, like, goes back to his trainer. He's like, what do I do now? He's like, keep protecting. What do I do now? I don't know that move. So a couple things that, like, will periodically, like, jump up into my, conscious. It's like, wait, like, this game doesn't have that. So this game doesn't have, critical hits, right? I guess PLA didn't have that either. I played all PLA and didn't even realize that there was no critical hits the whole time. So there's no crits in this game, right? If I can, like, because at the very least, I haven't seen, like, an indication or heard, like, a sound effect of your 1 out of 16 chance that's just occurred. And there's sound effects for everything, too. So I feel like by now I would have heard, like, a critical hit sound effect. Also, like, just me protecting right there made me realize, like, there's no, what's the move? Feint that goes through protect? Like, there's no, surging strikes. There's no, like, you know, well, I guess surging strikes is the move, and the ability on Urshifu is what allows it to go through protect, but there's nothing that lets you go through protect in this game that I can tell right now. So those are just, like, 2 random things. Yeah, I was going for you. Can I power gem real quick so that we can, like, get this thing started? Albertaria. Yeah, power gem him. Cotton Guard. Sliver. A sliver. Move like flamethrower can last longer than protect and hit the opponent. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. So that's like a pseudo get around. Got a prize for that. What's the prize though? Sure, bro, why not? Normally I don't care about this kind of stuff, but ever since they added the auto heal feature, it's like it is kind of nice to get a little bit of like random heals, you know? Yeah, we know you with the Kadabra. Can you go? Why can't you auto lock? This is absolute auto lock range, bro. But whatever. Like, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to do that. Those guys later on give you vitamins. Ooh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Dang, we got double super effective. Not sure you could, yeah. Shoo. Yeah, I mean, I get between like 15 and 25 wins every time I do this. And, like, I don't feel like I do the nighttime super aggressively like a lot of people are, like, you know, going for 50, 60, 40 wins or whatever. And so I've done that enough times that maybe I'm only at like 200 or so battles. Oh, hello. Hello. Got him. Almost brain kissed the rock. Okay, big complaint that I was thinking about for this game, which would actually make it, in my opinion, 20% better from a battle perspective, from a combat perspective, even just like moving around the map a little bit. I don't think you should have to have something Z targeted to actually do a move. Like, I think that's very restrictive, especially because so many moves kind of like shoot you in a direction, and so many times people are like trying to run away from you. Like, if you could like preemptively be like, oh, you're moving this way, well, allow me to, like, you know, flame wheel in that direction, you know? But if you lock on, you're going to flame wheel to where they are at that moment. So, like, I would love if there was like a free move mode where you didn't need to be locked on to bring up the move menu. I think, and then also, I guess that would be broken with like status moves now that I think about it, because you could be like too far away. So maybe just put like a status move range restrictor on it, so like you can't buff yourself unless you're like actually close enough. But I think that, or maybe do that like with anyone, you know, you have to be like at least within certain range of a Pokemon to do it, but like still like having to directly lock on though, that sucks because it's too restrictive in how the moves work, I would say. Like with how they just follow directly, like you can't, there's no leading your shot in this game, basically. So like moves that like shoot beams, you know, like we're just using Power Gem, Psy Beam, all that stuff, Ice Beam, like those would be cool to, you know, be able to actually aim your thing a little bit. So I don't want to say minor complaint because like as soon as I thought about that, I was like, damn, why the hell do I have to ZL everything or whatever the button is? Why do I have to Z target everything in this game? Like it would be nice. Especially right there too, when I was like so close to that dude, it's like, dude, let me just do my move, and if I hit him, I hit him. You know, if I don't, I don't. So, anyway, that's my big, that's my big actual, not complaint, but thing where I was like, yeah, I actually did think of something a little bit better than how they would have, and I'm not sure if they considered this angle and went against it, or if they just didn't even consider it. But I really feel like they were just like, oh yeah, dude, we have ZL going, so like we're gonna kind of roll with that. And it's like, yeah, but it's a great option, but it shouldn't be the only way to throw a move out. Also, well, maybe I guess, are there bots for ZA already? What do you mean? I mean, you're in the Discord, right? You can have one of my bonus cards. I'm fine with that. I'm assuming you're talking like the same kind of bots. What was I gonna say? I guess like maybe you could do things like quick attack away from an opponent to like evade, but like that would be kind of cool though. Anyway, like I don't know. I like things like that. I don't see why you shouldn't be able to. Oops. Yeah. Really? I'm a little offended that the first Aqua Jet didn't kill him. Layron. Wow, Rock Slide is so good. In the fact, I'm sorry, not well. Yes, Rock Slide is so good, but what you call it? Flame Wheel is so good too, and like Waterfall, the moves that like actually send you out of the way, like that. Or else I would be twice dead to Rock Slide. Which is a great... Rock Slide is so good in this game because there's no 30%... Even without the chance to flinch, there's no chance to miss. And, like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much better that move would be in, what you call it, in VGC, if you just took away its chance to miss and chance to flinch and just made it 100% move. And it hits both sides, like Dazzling Gleam, you know, like every time. So... in this game, like that, it's so good because you're knocking everything out. You're knocking everything out. And if you ever come up against like Charizard's so popular, so it's like Charizard can't be around whenever there's Rock Slide on the field. So that's just sweet. That's just sweet. How do we get? Oh wait, yeah, we can probably just jump, right? No, I don't think we can make that. Or just mash A. Can we make it? Nah. See, we need to be able to grab the ledge. That's like the one thing that I feel like would help our mobility a lot. Well, we'll take this while we're here. Doop. We're already on this side. Okay. That gets us up here. Can that get us up here? Crouch. Crouch and walking, crouch and walking, crouch and walk. Can this get us up here? See, now we need to be able to grab the ledge, bro. Anyway, whatevs. Got enough time for like 1 or 2 more fights. If we can find people who have Pokemon. Go get him. Damn. Goomer. Some of these Pokemon need to do like less posing when they get on the field, you know, just fight. No, like, I'm here. They all have Incineroar Syndrome. Pardon, pardon. You can have one of my bonus cards. No, thank you. Alright, let's get one more fight in before morning. Just fight. Who cares? Who cares about effective? Always, right? Acid armor at 1 HP. You love to see it. Gerbiter. I don't even know what this thing is, dude. It's got to be at least dark type because of my psychic super effective, but I'm sure it's... Actually, I'm not sure if it's dual typing, but I would guess that it's dual typing. I think they did that to mirror having to spend a turn to switch in the main games. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know why. I feel like it... Maybe it's just certain Pokemon, like, have a longer animation, because I just feel like I notice it more often other times. Like, for Alligator, bro, like, he's gonna look left, he's gonna look right, he's gonna talk to the crowd. For Alligator, don't play. They're getting their camera time in. Okay, let me switch to, like, Absol. I guess I'll just do like a little shout. Maybe I'm incorrect to think that some are longer than others, but I just tend to notice it at certain other times. Probably a human placebo effect. Between having auto heal and not... That's like another thing too, which I'm so glad they didn't do, but man, imagine if they still used the PP for moves so that you could only use it so many times. That would be a tough restriction to have to work with. Like to do cooldown plus total uses, and then it's like, what if you run out, you're struggling? Like, you know, literally. But without that, and with the auto heal feature, it's like you really don't ever need to go to a Pokemon Center, because you pick up so much stuff on the ground. Like, you know, they'll give you Moo Moo Milk and this and that. So like after you kind of like after you get like a base level of things, you know, like say like after the first 20% of the game, you're kind of good. That would be awful, I know, right? I wonder if that they considered, and then we're like, no, we won't do that. No, that's a sleepy dog. Oh yeah. Alright. So my only issue is that the auto heal. Oh, keep playing, yes. Stay logged in. Alright, my only issue is that the auto heal never uses max potions or full heals. I actually never checked the inventory. Never use it. So you're saying it. So if you have like a max potion and then and then you heal up. Okay, I'm sorry. Say you have a max potion and then like 5 regular potions. If you heal up, it's gonna just use the 5 regular potions instead. Yep, interesting. Well, I have to assume... Well, I mean, well, isn't that better, though? Because, like, when... I mean, I personally don't really tend to use those smaller potion items, like, once you have so much HP, you know? I should post in the Discord, like, what's everyone's ZA character look like? Because, like, after... I was struggling with mine for a bit. Low-key, just to be like, how do I want to make it? But, like, I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Just because, like, the pants are weird. They're funky. But red and white is, like, so Pokemon. Like, you know, and then the belt, you know, it's just, it's all... Red, white, and black is just, it's always going to look like Pokemon. And then the hair came out good. So I'm happy, but it was a little at first like literally this exact same one. I made it, and it took me like 3 days for it to grow on me, and I was like, at first I was like, I don't like this because even the male character model, like it took me a minute to be like, does this even look like a dude? And like it still kind of doesn't. It's just such a feminine everything about it, but that's just the game, I guess. It's just the game aesthetic. So, but like, so once I kind of like got over that, I started to really like the whole like the zigs, the zags, the color palette, even just like people. It's so funny too. Like people really love to complain about like the graphics and like the way that this game looks. Like this game, sure, it's Switch 2, you know, so we can't really give it the full credit that like Breath of the Wild would get, but it's much better at choosing an art style and going with that art style and like doing that art style well, where like you got like the lesser graphically Breath of the Wild kind of color palette, maybe like not quite as outlined, like not as many black lines, you know, not as cell shaded as you could say, but then you got like the neon over here from like the you know, the borders, and then the nighttime too, and I don't know, I just think it's overall very nice. I like how the rogue mega battles are reminiscent of the I thought that the Gen 8, not dungeons, what do you call them? Raid battles were a little more like, you know, like they had like a little bit better of an aesthetic, whereas like, um, because they had to be so big, you know, to hold the Dynamax Pokemon, the Terra Pokemon, they had like their little stage, the little spotlight, the walls were glistening. It was fine. It was fun. I feel like everything Scarlet and Violet did was like in that regard, it was like a bit of an homage to Gen 8, but like slightly worse. Like the gym theme music was kind of like Gen 8, but a little bit worse. The whole gym experience was kind of like Gen 8, but a little bit worse. The it's kind of funny too looking back, like how much hate Gen 8 got, but like those gym battles were some of, if not the most hyped gym battles in all of Pokemon, to me at least. Like that like moment when you're like walking down the hall and you hear the whole stadium cheering for you, like it's pretty sweet. It's pretty damn sweet. So little things like that I like a lot. So I really like how they changed the aesthetic in this game, kind of back to like you're in like a really big area, and it has a very similar like pink and yellow kind of overtone vibe. So I'm very happy with a lot of the little things that they did in this game. All the fashion is so much better for the girl characters. Right, right, right. Or you just have to like be accepting of, you know, that, you know, like that you're gonna be in a more like I don't want to say like feminine style, but like a more delicate style, if anything, more. But like it makes sense though, because France, not France, right? Or yeah, France, we're in. They're so like fashion oriented, you know, Chanel, Vogue, and freaking all those high luxury brands that you can kind of picture. I've seen so many guy characters turned into ghosts. Basically, that's what happened with mine, honestly. Like for like a halfway point, to like a halfway point. But at the same point in time, it is 2025, and you can be whoever you wanna be. It's weird. I was looking. There's like a bit of a. Oh, that's like the post glistening in the water. I was like, what is that green? All right. Let's go do that battle. I could play a game or two online with my old team. This was the team that I used to get the Greninja Stone. It was a beep boop beep boop beep Gyarados, Mega Garchomp, and a Metagross. Although I think that the only thing I'd really switch around on this team, if I was gonna just jump in right now, is maybe. Oh, I don't think I can yet. Maybe I can. Let's go check. I want to try Mega Metagross, but I don't have the stone yet. So like the Stone Emporium, do they just like do more, just like open up over time, or like how does that work exactly? Like kind of like level progression. Yo, you got some balls for me, bro? Damn. I guess I've been hitting lately. That's actually like kind of surprising that you got 0 Pokeballs for me. Oh wait, did I go the wrong place? Where's my Oh, you don't get till the end? Damn. Alright. That's another reason why I'm kind of trying to, like, not like speed run slash go through the game now, where it's like, I like to just take my time. Like, it took me like 2-3 months to beat Legends Arceus, and even then I still haven't even finished the full, like, Pokedex and everything yet. Like, so I still never caught Arceus. I never caught, like, the genies. Like, there's still more going on, you know? Like, I ran the credits, and I don't know, it's so funny to me, like, in Pokemon games, like, they almost, like, I get post-game content, okay? But in PLA, it was like they put the credits in, like, at the halfway point. It's like, you really put the post-game in the post-game. Like, make it, like, 10%. You know, like, that, if I never ran the credits, I would have played more of that game, I guess I could say. Like, so for whatever reason, like, that makes me feel like, alright, I've played enough. I'm good. I've done what I need to do. I'll still run down and check out and just see if I can get anything different. Because also last time I wasn't really aware for like what I was looking for, and now I've watched like a couple of videos to, you know, have like a bit of an idea. Alright, so I haven't seen anyone talking about half of these Pokemon. I'm probably not going to play Obama, so I'm probably not going to play Meta-Chan. Gengar I've heard a little bit about, but not looking for it. Charizard, huh? Charizard, huh? I've not played Charizard yet. I see a lot of people play Charizard. I like taking Charizards out. I feel like that's a little easy. So I haven't really had like the, ooh, I want to go play this Pokemon kind of feel. I could see myself grabbing a Charizard. Which one's better, X or Y? I like the look of Y better, but I don't know which one's actually better. No need for a Blastoise. If you had an opinion on X or Y, I would go in that direction, but I'm leaning towards Y. And I'll probably just, oh man, if we had like 8,000 more, we could get a small one. Physical Charizard X is really good since it learns Thunder Punch. Okay. I do see more of the X, I just like the way that the Y looks. Scizor though, that'd be cool too. We'll have to come back with 8,000 more. Alright, we'll get an X and save the Y for later. And then we will... Where is the stone place? It's up here? It's the stone. What do you call them? The... Like you can trade your... Oh, I don't even know if I have any shards. I think I actually traded them all last time. I don't know. There's another place too that does stones, right? What do you got here? Yeah. I only got 281. Oh, well, that's all I really need, honestly. So I can get the Alakazam, that's one. That's definitely one. Electros. I don't think Electros is very good, but I do like it, though. Wait. Gal... Oh, Glalie. I was like, I was thinking Gallade for a second. I was like, that's not how you would spell that. Sableye Manectite. Pidgeotite. Alright, we can grab one of these stones while we're here too. Who would be cool? Who would be cool to mess with? I think of all these, the only one that I have any interest in whatsoever... Electros is just not very... Wait, do I have Ampharos Stone yet? I don't think I have Ampharos Stone yet. That's fine though, because I was gonna say is like I'd probably just use Ampharos instead of Electros, because them not giving Electros Levitate in this game is like, it actually makes me like 5% sick to my stomach, because that is like the coolest part about that Pokemon, is that it's like, you know, it does the thing, you know, effectively. Like it's got like a bit of Shedinja going on with it, where it's like, you know, it's got a really weird quirk. Well, I guess that's even, you know, harder. I think Ampharos the Rogue. Oh, okay, cool. So I'll get to that at some point. Probably after my next battle. Honestly, they'll probably have another round of rogues. Let's grab though. I want the here. I'll just save up because I want the Alakazam, honestly. Right? Yeah, I want the Alakazam more than any of these. So we'll just save up. Cool. And I keep forgetting like hit more. But Yeah, I kind of forgot what I was saying. That's okay. Alright, let us go to the map. This next battle. Travel here? Why? We already beat Canary up, so what do we gotta do this for? You're already here, dog. Yo, give me that, give me that, give me that. What do you got back here? Just chilling? Just chilling? Oh, we're still looking for your sister? I forgot, jeez. Or whatever, right? It's his sister? It would seem there's no sign of Gwen here either. Oh, that's a good one. I like to, whenever there's no text on the screen, I like to try to, get a thumbnail. But there's so much, like they ruin it, you know? Like they put so much text and they put it so fast too. Does she not have pupils? Have I just... Where's her face? I've been running Steelix, Frostlass, and Chandelure for rank. Interesting. Is my camera frozen? Hi. Zoe's? No. That's weird. I don't know if my camera's like ever frozen like that. Okay. So I click activate and it's not gonna work now? It's weird. Try it one more time. And if that doesn't work, we're unplugging and replugging it. The age-old method. Well, it wouldn't be a stream if something didn't just like go wrong, right? Weird. Anyway. Oh, there's her eyes. Which are cool because they're like a weird shade of like purple and yellow. See, that would be a great, maybe I can use a, removal thing to get the text out of the way. Like, that's a great frame with her mask down going like, you know? Oh, that's just like what she does because she's weird? Got it. That's just what she does because she's weird. She has two sets of eyelids. Understood. So, like, she's fine, low-key, but I really cannot say, I can't agree with anyone that says that she's better than Iona. Personally. Like, between the electric streamer girls. We're fighting? I definitely was not paying attention. Alright, well, we're not gonna do that. I mean, we could, it doesn't really matter, Loki. I've barely used this Diggersby since at the beginning of the game. But then a bunch of rocks came up that I wanted to smash, so... And he's the only one I wanted to teach rock around to. And I know this is like a bit nitpicky, but... It would have been cool if, like, we were just... You know how in the last game, at the very end in the DLC, they decided to go with that whole, gosh, I don't even know what they called it. The little Pokemon converter thing that, like, allowed you to basically control your Pokemon. I thought they were kind of, like, going in that direction for Pokemon games going forward, which would have been nice. But overall, like, moving the trainer to move the Pokemon is just, like, weird and dumb. I'm just gonna say it that way. Like, you should just be controlling the Pokemon. Like, there's no reason to be controlling the trainer. Maybe, like, outside of a trainer battle because you can kind of like still move. Can you get over here, girl? Because you can still kind of like move out of the way of stuff and like kind of run away. Like, I kind of get it, but in a trainer battle, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. All right, we're gonna like move out of the way of the hazard because logic. What do we have? Power. All right. Half hit points. Are you going mega on me? Guess I didn't have to ask. I don't have any mega ground on me. And like half my team is weak to electric. Oh. Well, I didn't get that out quick enough. Really Giga Drain, huh? Oh, let's go Absol. Evolve, bro. Okay. Move. So, detect did not work. We gonna die here? Maybe? Can you not protect during, or sorry, pause during this fight, slash heal? If so, we're absolutely dead. Oh wait, her dude mega, or unmega evolve? You have that? That's also, yeah, I forgot that you've been doing that against me. Like, oh yeah. Why no satchel? Why no, no bag at all? Well, I don't think my, unless you can just move out of the way of all their attacks. Alright. Nope. You need to flame, what you call it, flame wheel through you. I'm not gonna lie, that's the first fight I have not won in this game. So I was definitely not taking that very seriously. Alright, lead Gardevoir and don't die. Or sorry, lead the, lead Diggersby, take down her first two, and then finish with Gardevoir. It's kind of been my, go-to sweeper. Or honestly, we could just leave Talonflame. It's fine. Sacrifice. How did we not hit you, bro? I'm very... Did we hit her? Was she in the way? I'm very curious, because like it seemed like we were gonna hit them with a quick attack right there. I'm unaware. We got an idea for a new move. Alright, come this way. And actually just... hit them first. And now just start swinging. Wait, oh yeah, Ampharos too. Makes more sense. I was like, wait a minute, I lost a freaking 3v6. Fair. Alright, let's attack. Alright, give him the bunny. Mud shot him. Dang, you got a little something for everything, don't you, girl? I've never been frozen before. They freeze in this game? Bro, are we... This is annoying. She's got some type coverage on this team, huh? She's mad that she lost the first time, I guess. You got deep dazzling gleam. Can I get my protect in? No. I'm gonna try and save. Liquidate. That shouldn't be that bad, power gem. Alright. Let's try to save Mega. What's this? Gardevoir. We'll start with a protect, try to bait out a move, go liquidate. Fantastic animation for her going Mega. Like that, like any number of those, any of these frames could be a thumbnail. Any of this. Jeez. No, not Giga Drink. Attack him, bro. I feel like she is attacking really, really quickly. Maybe that's like part of the game, right? Can you... Bro, you have to attack at some point, girl! She's not even moving! Can you... I don't know why, but I feel like sometimes I'm mashing the buttons, and they're like, nah, dude, we're good. We're, like, absolutely good with, like, actually doing what you want us to do. Like, the ZL targeting to bring up the move screen, like, I still cannot tell what the fastest and best way to do it is, if I should be holding it between the moves, or if I should be just, like, spamming it and just hoping that I pick it up as soon as possible. Sometimes we hang out and play games together and stuff. Who? You guys? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, you and the girl we're looking for? This has been such a side mission, like, geez, bro. Like, we've gone to, like, 8 different places. Like, give me a gym badge for this. Homie here on the left looks like he could be in the old PLA game. I hope none of what I'm supposed to be hitting is important. Because I have refused to read text in this game since, like, the first 30 minutes of the game. Because there are so many options coming up. Do any of these matter? I guess not. I guess, like, they do. I should be hitting a different button, because I'm like, this... Okay. It's gotta be this one then, bro. Gotta be the Flowout Fountain. Because I don't even know what the heck a Clawitzer Fountain is. Well, it's gotta be the Clawitzer Fountain. Which fountain depicts a oh, so I should be reading this? Okay, fine. Fine. They threw that in just for the A spammers. It's a nice one. The whole crew together. Reaching rank D. Jeez. They should send us up. It's wild. So, like, we did next to nothing to get from, like, rank V or whatever all the way to rank... I forget where they send you. It was actually, this was our first battle area, right? Where we fought this guy right here. This is our very first fight. But yeah, it's been a lot. I don't know if I have any more energy to run around with these guys. I might take a slight break and get to work. We've been playing Pokemon for a full freaking hour, and this game already tried to log me out once. Toggle full screen. Right, Z-Dog? Big girl. Alright. Well, you know what I can do? I can leave, I was thinking I like the Hotel Z music, so I like going back here whenever I'm chilling for background music. Alright, oh, there you go. One more. What can you ask for? Alright, I have to loosen up my life a little bit. You good, baby? We'll have this as our background. Oh, I'm gonna go grab a protein shake real quick because I was like, I'm feeling hungry, and I thought I already ate, but I didn't. So let me grab that. I'll be right back. Let's play some cards, and then maybe before we jump back into ZA, we will do some physical cards. Let's see how the speed test is looking. Play any of the Simpsons Fortnite, Ben? Maybe like once a month, Jackson wants to play, and every time he's always asking about you. He's like, "You still playing with Ben?" Or whatever the hell he calls you. Huns the Buns. Alright. That's there. Bro, that's so freaking funny. I think we're like literally the opposite take on Fortnite right now. I think the loot pool is absolute garbage and the map is just gorgeous. I love to look at it all day. Like if they made a single player, like if they made Save the World, but with this thing, I would actually buy it. That's just funny. I'm just a big fan of The Simpsons overall, so I've kind of like always liked that world. So the idea of being in it is just very nice. But like, I just feel like I'm playing an OG season, so I guess if that's more your speed, which I kind of forget. But everything being like, and I'm not saying that we need first person hit scan weapons, but like, if they're gonna throw in like just a bunch of old random weapons, like why can't I get like one of the crappy DMRs like that we've had from, you know, the seasons past? Like just give me one of them. I don't care. I don't even like I don't need the Huntress. I don't need a good one. Give me like the thermal from Wilds. Like the bad thermal one. Like I'll take any gun that I can aim down the sight with, honestly. Like it's just so annoying to me to have to play third person Bloom. And for honestly, like the Blinkfish are just like they're like a chapter and a half too late. Honestly, like the Blinkfish would have been a great chapter 5 season 2 item. I'm gonna complain about that season forever, where the only way to get 0 point dashes were to get the Cerberus water, the green water, or to get the medallion. Like that was the stupidest season ever. Stupidest season ever. Because they could have just so easily made like a little green shard item that you hold and consume or whatever, or like a bottle of green water that you splash on yourself or whatever, or put some green freaking water fountains around the map, so like the only place to get those dashes isn't just in those 2 areas or like that one kind of quarter of the map. And then when you're in that quarter of the map too, oh my god, the gameplay was so trash. It's like pew 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 pew. Really, in an era of projectile weapons, like I could just rant about that forever. And then they finally get it right. This one season, they finally get it right. I guess I think the Godzilla season they did something. I kind of stopped playing Chapter 6 Season 1 at the end of that when Godzilla event was occurring. So I don't fully know how like the shards off of its back full like really worked with the with dashes, like if you could pick them up and such, but like even then, like that's like not a good way to do it. This season they actually do have a decent way, you know, with having the dashes that you can hold, like in the squishy item is good for movement too. It kind of reminds me of the banana, but is like better, obviously. Um, so like they basically gave us like Chapter 5 Season 2 movement in item form, which is good, but like the weapons themselves, like I'm not a big fan of it. Like, bro, as much as I love shockwaves, Jesus, like can they give us a season where it's like not the only thing to use as like the main mobility item? Like they couldn't have thought of some like where's Bart's skateboard, you know, where's like these other random things? Like just give me something to move around the map with. I don't know. And the fact that we're in an era of no more reusable mobility, like everything's on a meter now, everything's on a timer, everything's on a counter. I find that lame. Like, you're telling me we're never going to have another Nitro Fist season again, where we have, like, one item where you can just pick it up and use it? We're never going to have... I mean, the War Machine Hoverjet was stupid, like, with what they allowed you to do with it. But, like, the one element that I will always support was the fact that you could just pick one up and use it. Like, they should have made the energy reduction... Like, that thing should have had, like, a quarter of the energy that it actually had, because it was so powerful when you were able to use it. And then, like, the recharge would have taken longer, too. But the fact that it was infinite was not the problem. So, I don't know. But I do think that the current season looks really cool. I just wish that I had some more fun items. I think that there's some cool stuff coming from what I've seen, but in a mini season, like, you don't want to like drip feed a mini season. Like, I get drip feeding a regular full like 8-week season, but for 4 weeks it's like, if you're gonna drip feed it, do it like every few days. Don't like, so by the halfway point of the season everything is in the game. Don't give us like a brand new cool item the last week of a mini season, which you know they're gonna do. I'm gonna grab a hoodie. Freaking, there's like one fly left. I left my door open a couple days ago when I was cleaning, and like 20 fucking flies got in. Sorry, I don't usually curse on this channel. Ugh, sorry. 20 flies got in. But jeez, it's like I've been killing them, murdering these things.
Like, I used it. This thing is much more offensive than Mega with base 165 attack stat after Mega, and even before Mega, you're hitting 135.
This guy was really smart. Richie Gonzo. I was watching his video earlier about the end of regulation, whatever we call it in ZA. The end of the first tournament cycle. Because I guess now Xerneas and Yveltal are legal, which were not legal before, which is so funny that they're going to add new Pokemon like immediately. Do you think that they would run out like the whole starter trio, what you call them, stones first? Alright, let's play some cards. Step there. This here. Yeah, I got it work, unfortunately. So we're going to be mixing my two worlds. Let's see what the small stakes are looking like to start off. I don't know why, like, it's not that late, but there's really not a lot of small stakes games going. Micro is so much easier to play. 45 is pretty bad. Micro is so much easier to play. It's not that small stakes are hard at all. It's just that the amount of people who are just straight giving it away is so much bigger. Alright, put this here. Increase the size of the lobby. Scroll to the bottom real quick. I want to see what 40 games are going on, if any. There's a couple open tables. Really just the one. 25-18, 51-19. That's a number. I think overall we'll just chill. I'm just trying to grind some hands out. 55-11. That's like quite literally exactly what we're looking for. Wait, one hand is fine. Put this here. But yeah, I'm like, I've never been lower on Fortnite, like kind of since I got back into the game. Really? Okay, so you're 56-8. That's great, and you're 55-11. So if you guys could just like finish this one hand real quick and I could take this seat, that'd be cool. Yeah, I just can't imagine that in chapter 7 or whatever they're going to actually start doing things in a direction that I find to be logical, fun, and cool. You are in 80/7, and that's over 3,000 hands. That's actually crazy. Okay, button goes there, moves over to that and that. Now I get to sit down. You're in 87. That's insanity. Let's sit down here. That there. And what do you got? We're looking for big numbers. 80 is about as big as you're ever gonna see. We were playing with a 90 the other day, which is kind of wild. Move this to the side. But yeah, I think we'll do some... We'll probably do some TCG stuff after I play some cards. I'm thinking, yeah, open up that Phantasmal Flames box would be like a nice place to kind of go. I haven't played live in about a week or so. I've just been a little bit, not burnt out, because I haven't really played a ton of the TCG lately, but just haven't had a huge desire to. Like, I'm just kind of busy with other things, and even when I'm thinking about Pokemon, it's like, well, I kind of would rather play ZA and, you know, progress the game so that I can grind the ranked. So much to play, so much to do. Everyone's leaving. And these guys are so bad, you really want the game to stick around. 33, everyone here is in 30s except for them. 47, 34, 54, but they got a small stack. 84 frickin' percent, 50. When you have $123 on a frickin' 5-cent, 10-cent table, that's wild. This table is actually kind of juiced. Guys got no cash over here. We're gonna make it 6x. You snap calls, that's fine. Sweet. Damn. No way he's bluffing me here. Just, right? Oh my, dude, don't consider it. I'm gonna look though. I'm gonna look, and if he bluffed me or whatever, then he bluffed me. No, he had it. He had it. Yeah, that just didn't feel like a bluff. Like when they put the jam on you, it is usually pretty damn strong. Worth the 20 cents. Honestly, we're gonna play this table just because everyone is so bad at it. Like, I don't see how I couldn't make a profit. From a theoretic perspective, at least. Find one more good table. 40... Sure. Not the worst flop in the world. It's not the best. Check, check. I too will check. Club on the turn is pretty nice, actually. Alright, big bet. Reasonable size bet on this. What do you got here? Oh, yeah, never mind. Big bet, big bet. For value. 2 8s is a good hand here. Ooh, and they all fold here. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Take back a little bit of the money we lost in that last hand. Check the 7-4 off. Check the Jack 3 off. Pair of 3s in the bottom right. Not worth betting though, because there's 3 opponents, and we don't have any other, like, good stuff going on. If this jack was a spade, I would bet. 4 on the river, we don't need to bet. We can just win the hand with the 4 now. We can just win straight up. So why bet? I mean, that's like either a great hand or it's nothing. And they bet 190. Yeah, you can have it, bro. All you, sir. Same with you, bro. 2 into a 75-cent pot. All you, bro. I don't even think I'm good here. Maybe I'm good with the 3 on the river. Maybe I would have been good. I don't know, though. No. He's got 5-6, dude. He's got 5-6 like a huge percentage of this time. Click it. I want to say. Jack 7 offsuit. Well, I was wrong as hell. I was like, what hand makes sense even on that river? It's like, no, it's 5-6. That's the only hand that really makes sense. They were just going crazy with a 7. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll raise the queen. It's basically just a queen. But whatever, these guys are not very good. Alright, what was I doing down here? Wait, you're a 77%? Alright, moves there. We'll take the seat. Against a 77%er. Take this one here, and we are officially 4-tabling. On a Friday night. Or I guess Saturday morning, which is like, without a doubt, the single best time of the week to be playing a game of this nature. Because this is when there are the most people who are gambling and gambling poorly. My king high could be the best hand here. Probably isn't, but it could be. Probably isn't going to win the pot, but it could, in theory. We beat this guy's 8 high. Alright, call. We'll probably just check the jack 10 off suit. Oof, what a flop. What a flop. Just bet. Go bet. Don't get tricky here. This ZA, Hotel ZA, whatever they call it, background music is so delightful. Like, I would love to download this and just have it playing throughout the day. Betting big. Yeah, I've got like next to no chance to win this hand on table 1, so we're just gonna check it down and not put any money in the pot. Perhaps a little bit of overzealousness on table 2, but I don't mind too much zeal. It's hard to overzeal in low limit poker when you have a big hand. Here, if this 7 was an 8, then betting would be way better because we would have a 1 line into the jack giving us a straight, but we don't. We have to hit 2 cards to hit a straight, so it's not as good. We'll call here with an ace and 10 of 2 different suits. 1 single suit is always better, but 2 suits is 2 suits. I just want to limp the button, something I don't really do very often. We'll double limp the button, why the hell not? I'm gonna bet pot. And then I'm going to bet under pot. Yeah. All these bets make sense. All these bets. 1, 2, 3, 4. We would not try to bluff these guys on this board. GoldenEye 109. Snap raise when he calls because we think he's going to call us again. It's actually like not the worst spot. I think my ace is actually good and the 4 is back up, you know, equity. He raises 1%. Raises 1% of the time and they raise. This is the 1%. I wonder if they raise with like their best hands or, oh my god, this is crazy. Or if they only raise with like random hands. You get off my Arceus, you little fly. I said off my Arceus. Oh, stretch. Oh. Folding the ace-4 offsuit feels very nitty, but whatever. Result oriented, we got lucky. Yoichi. Queen high, probably not gonna win in this board, but it's okay. You cannot win them all. That's kind of the point of this game. It actually is the true point of playing poker. You cannot win them all. And that's kind of like what keeps the game flowing and going. Is like even the worst players in the world will win some hands. It is quite literally baked into the game. Whereas like if you're the worst VGC player in the world, like you may literally lose every game you ever play for the rest of your life. If you're the worst Smash player in the world, like you will lose every game for the rest of your life. But in poker, you can still win. And that is the reason why there's so much money involved in this. Just so weird. Luck. Luck is such a big thing. Like, people love luck-based games, even though it doesn't say anything. It doesn't, like... There's no dictation of skill or of, like, your place in the world. It's just, did you get lucky or not? And people love to see if they can get lucky. So, I don't know. It's an interesting game idea / mechanic element. 7x is good. Very, very mediocre flop. Low-key. Good spot to read his sizing and timing, and they told me that I'm safe to bet. They don't have a queen, that's for sure. Now I'm only worried about a jack, honestly. Wow, he goes 1, he goes 220. I don't think I can call. Dude, there's no way. I'm gonna check though. I just don't believe them. So I'm gonna check. He did have 9-10, he's just slow played the whole time. Alright. That's it. I've been right every time that I checked, which just hurts. I mean, it's not, it doesn't hurt to be right, but it hurts that we keep getting drawn out on. Jack high, probably not gonna win, but what are you gonna do? We actually could have the best hand. Jack high. I shouldn't even entertain the idea, but I genuinely considered calling them with Jack high there, because I just don't think that they have anything, and I think that my nothing may be better than their nothing. But that's probably an insane thought. Probably. Just really didn't look like they had anything there. Which is why it was a good bet, I guess, if they were trying to get me to call. Try to get all in against the short stack here. Sizing and timing, let's see what they got. Pfft, nothing. But I don't really have much either. They really had a 9 of that strength and they snap checked it back. This person has thrown me off on a lot of my normal reads because they're just like not playing in a I don't want to say logical way, but like, man, they really undervalued their hand there. It's like, it's kind of funny that, you know, I read them for not a strong hand, and in their mind, they did not have a strong hand. But they were just wrong. Like, they had a very, not very strong hand, but they had like a very reasonable hand. We'll check back here. Ugh. Ugh. This one is a fine spot to make a bigger raise. Done nothing but get whooped on this first table here, low-key. That's honestly just how poker is. You'll get whooped, 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 and then for, like, in, like, a 10 hand span, you'll just win a bunch. Let me check the speed. I feel like we've been good. One, two, three, wow. 4 opponents. Top pair, no kicker. Let's go. Double snap call. You love to see it. Double snap check. You actually do love to see that. Not improving on the turn is something you do not love to see. Alright, this is the hand. King 10. Can just sense it. This guy raising the button, bro. Maybe this isn't the hand. I was looking for check check so that I could raise, or sorry, call so that I could raise. There's 3 outs on the turn for me that are like good. Hard to fold for half pot. King could be good as well, but it's honestly probably not the best call. Honestly, probably not the best call. Against a weaker player's tighter range. Almost got it. River value bet seems a little thin, but I guess I probably could have gone for something. What a bum return card, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? A 91% has joined our ranks. 91.3, that's like actually insane. You don't really see that very often. I got the best hand here. A lot of the time on table 1. I don't know if I have the best hand anymore with how fast they've been calling me. I don't think I have the best hand. His bet's too small to even be considered a bluff. I'm an idiot. I really wonder if he did have that last over bet then. Now their logic is so off that it's thrown me for a loop pretty much every decision that they've made. Ben said, I have no clue how poker works. Well, starts with a regular deck of cards. 71, 91, 56, 55. It's just some actual insane numbers. And I'm sitting over here at 21%. Like a real reasonable human being. The basic premise of poker is to match up one of your cards that you have in your hand with one of the cards that's in the middle. And the bigger the card, the better. So like ace is the best because it's the highest. And that's like, it doesn't end there, but that's like a good starting point. So like two really good cards to have in your hand would be like an ace and a king, because anytime they hit the anytime that they hit their card in the middle, it's like it's guaranteed to be the biggest card out there. I'm actually really glad that these two joined in. Helps refresh the dynamics, which has been me losing for since I sat at the table. Gotta periodically check around and make sure that I'm still at a bunch of bad tables. This table here is actually not that great. I don't even know what to do anymore. I think we'll just rave normal and literally just play as if it's the standard table. Knowing that everyone's absolutely bonkers. 4 ways. I actually don't mind this spot that much. Double call. Who has a 9 here, do we think? Anyone? Could be just a 7. Tough river. Like, really, really, really tough river. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how I've been playing. I've just been putting myself in a lot of close situations, you know, and just none of them have worked out for me. Which is how the game works sometimes. But we're in here and we're battling. That's all you can ask for. And we also haven't lost any big pots either. They've all been small. Which do add up, but it means that you can make it all back with one single big hand. I'm not betting this 5. There's no way that this hand works out for me. I can just sense it. Not this time. Not against 4 people in this layout, run out. Right there on the turn. It's beautiful. Unless the river's a 7. I could take a stab at it, and the river is a 7. But I think I'm good here. It's just too... I guess the risk is not worth the reward. Like, all you can really win is 6 big blinds, so what am I going to risk? 4? In a spot where it's so easy just to get called once, like, I'd rather, like, nah. Yeah, he would have absolutely called me. Nope. I'm good. It's easier to just, lose the hand, you know? It's easier to lose the hand than to lose more money. Same thing with this hand right here. It's like, maybe we could steal the 6 big blinds to 60 cents out there, but is it worth the amount of money that we'd have to spend to try and steal it? No. He never would have folded a pair of 10s as well. Like, people playing very... call it backwards. Which is good in general. You don't want people to play well. Although it is nice when you can get a general read as to what they're doing, because then you you know, can play pretty much perfectly against them. But when people play very weird, you just kind of have to hope for the best. The only thing we can really do right now is kind of keep pushing forward. My numbers of hands that I've played on the site, or sorry, on this format has been 37,313 hands. And I guess I'm just trying to push forward. Like, I keep getting the worst boards, bro. Like, can I get something that's, like, reasonable to play? The absolute worst. There's a turn card I can get behind. There's a pre-flop I can get behind. He calls, huh? 91% calls. Let's see. Not a bad river card. I'm actually going to check call the river because it looks like I'm ready to fold. Nice. Top up with the ace-10 and just fold, I guess. I don't know. It's a tough one. 74%. Really debating. And they call. I'll check back to mitigate losses against the 10 and to try to let them catch up against, you know, non-10 holdings. Let's bet the turn. They snap fold, it's fine. You can't give them too many free cards. That was finally a decent hand that we won there. You know, got lucky on the river. And the turn, really. But, like, the flop is so crazy to... We've gotten so many bad boards, basically, but, like, decent hands. Which are very hard to navigate. We've gotten, like, nothing that's, good, clean, easy runouts and solid hands. Which you kind of need if you're going to have a good night. Then the only way to... That's like kind of the beautiful thing about this game, is the only way to really change the results of your night is to just play longer. Because the results are not over until you're done playing. And even then, truly we don't look at it that way. Like, the results aren't over until you're, like, done playing, which for most people is when they die. So, you know, like, the long run never really gets here for anyone until you're not worried about poker anymore, I should say. So even if I stop playing right now and I pick up tomorrow, it doesn't matter. It's like the exact same thing as if I just keep playing. The main difference is if I keep playing and I play tomorrow, then I've played it the most possible, which means I've gotten the furthest that I can, which is kind of the goal. That really is the goal, just to put in as many hands as possible. Not just hands, but to put in as many hands as possible against bad players. That's why this game reminds me of Fortnite so much, because like the easiest times to play Fortnite is when I'm playing in lobbies of like bad players slash low player counts, and they've just put a lot of bots in the game. Like, those are always the easiest games to win. And at the end of the season, like if you go to like your Fortnite tracker, it doesn't say like, okay, this person won like 100 games, but they did it, you know, during like peak hours when like all the best players were online, and then this person won 100 games, but they did it, you know, during like the worst times when like all the good players were asleep. It's like, if you win, you win. Like, the numbers are just the numbers. So like, if you care about winning, just play when it's easier. And if you care about being the best in the world, play when it's harder so that you can be better. It's kind of like what you're looking to get out of the game, I would say. We're going to put in a big raise here. 120 seems good. Like, there are poker tournaments, of course, but the way that I play, it's an open-ended structure. It's like, to put it back into Fortnite perspective, imagine like a Fortnite game that you could just kind of like load into at any point in time, and if you die, you can load back into it. And then if you leave, you just leave, and if you come back, you can come back into that same game, and, you know, you could have maybe like, you know, 100, 200, 400 kills in a single lobby because you've been playing it for like, you know, 2 days straight. Like, that's kind of what this game is like. Like, you can farm one player over and over and over again if they continue to keep buying in over and over and over again. And in this game, farming equates to real dollars, which is just very nice. Versus in Fortnite, you know, getting kills and wins doesn't actually give you anything in the world. It only gives you clips, which you can then use to social media and this and that, which with this game, you get that too. You get the clips and you get the money. So it's like, it's really hard for me to ignore poker these days because of that. And I don't really care about clips and this and that, even though I do have the poker YouTube channel as well. I don't really care about that one as much. I care about the Pokemon channel, like, above all else. That's gonna always be my #1 channel. That's why we're streaming poker on the Pokemon channel right now. Alright, this guy makes it 3x with a 5%, bro. Alright, we call 6x from first position, please. Second position. Overall, my stream health has been very good. Or internet health, I should say. What? Dude. I'm just gonna fold and hope for the best. Hope that I'm not folding a winner, but I don't think I am. Yes, we were beaten both directions, bro. Ah, beaten both directions. All right, we're gonna fold here too. When people make it an egregious raise, like absolutely outrageous, I go 60 cents. He calls 60 cents. He goes $21.81. Like that's insane. He should be going like $4 at the most. But yeah, that's usually a really good hand. 140. Oh my god, dude, it's probably an ace. Probably an ace. I'm just gonna fold. Discipline, my friend. Play disciplined and you will win. It's just so hard to play disciplined for the rest of your life. Like that's why people make mistakes and they make bad decisions, and that's why the game's profitable. It's like basically Fortnite and poker are so beautifully analogous, honestly. But like basically picture like you're sitting on a Fortnite, you know, on a mountain in Fortnite, or on a hill, is you should say, and you know you see two people fighting. You could easily start shooting at one of them, but you know that as soon as you start shooting, you're gonna like reveal your location. You don't have all angles covered, so someone can sneak up behind you. Yada yada. Like that's basically what I'm doing right now. Like I'm just chilling. I'm chilling on the hill, waiting for my right moment to like really pounce to shockwave onto somebody. That's actually the analogy is just don't stop, because like you can only shockwave so many times during a game, so you have to like really be precise with your timings and your you know, locations. And that's very much how playing poker is. Like you only are going to put all your money in the middle so often, and you really want to make sure you do it in like the perfect spots. Shockwave in. I just had like the most random thought, which was I really wish that shockwaves were not like directly invented by Fortnite, even though like, in a way they are kind of built off of the concept of like grenade jumping, which is, from what I've seen, a Halo thing. I just never did it in Halo because I didn't like damaging myself, like in game, you know, like when I'm actually playing like PvP. But my random thought was, man, shockwave grenades in Halo would have been so sick. Because like we had so many different types of grenades, and you just hit one button to switch to your grenade types. So like if we could have had shockwaves as one of those types of grenades, oh my god, bro. Oh, that would have made that game so fun. And the game already was like legit goated, so 57-25 is tough to deal with. From out of position, I'm trying to say. He checked back the flop though. We'll call the turn. You're really gonna bet that 8 now? And on the river. Oof. Okay, okay. But yeah, see, ace queen's a hard hand to beat, low-key. So he's kind of got lucky there. I mean, when they raise from early position. Alright, so we've been playing cards now for like, what? Because I'm not gonna play cards all night, don't worry. We've been playing cards for about 40 minutes. So maybe like another 20 or 30 or so, and then we'll move on, and we'll do some, we have to open up that Phantasmal Flames build-in battle box, so we'll do that. Make it 120 with 2 8s. Our friend called. This is gonna be a tough hand. Just because, like, you need, like, the perfect board for 8s to not get destroyed on. But we are the pre-flop raiser. Ugh. Like, not happening here. Not happening here. I mean, give me the 8 of spades at least. But yeah, I'm more so playing this right now on stream just because A, I kind of wanted to stream, and this is like the best way to play is when you are like halfway between, like I'll do this and I'll do that and I'll do this. Whereas if I just play for like 3 hours straight, 4 hours straight, it's tough. Oh my gosh, she's barking, y'all. She's in her dreams and she's barking. That is a dreaming little bookie. All right, hold there. What a beautiful baby. With the light glistening on her. Radiating golden doggy. Oh, wow. Super Saiyan Zoe? Super Saiyan Zoe. That's a good dog. She was doing her little subconscious woofs. So she's my little subwoofer. My little subwoofer. This table is like still weirdly good, just not in the best seating position. But like a 70% and 90% are like such bad opponents that the more you play with them, like you're gonna end up with their money eventually. It's just like how the game works. It really is like so deceptive to how money flows in the game of No Limit Texas Hold'em, where at any point in time it's like, man, there's so much luck involved. You think that it's just pure chaos, but over time the same things happen enough that it's like, no, it really is following a system that if you pick up on the patterns, like they always repeat and they always happen. And as very like, you could flip a coin heads 10 times in a row, but if you flip that coin a million times in a row, the odds of it being very close to 500,000 one, 500,000 the other is like, it's pretty much how it's gonna go almost always. This is a huge flop here. We're gonna go all in with the $18 and there's 8 in the middle. I'm gonna bet 320 on the flop and we'll shove the turn. But yeah, it's like, for example, in this hand here, like I could easily lose every penny I have. But, on average, we're going to win more than we're going to lose. So it's like, you just kind of go with it. Don't snap call. Fade the snap call. All right, we fade the snap call. Ace 3. Let's go. Huge hand. All right, king versus ace, or 8 jack and ace 8. Sorry, 8 and ace jack. And they had me covered, so they win the whole pot. So we lost 11 on this table, but then we made like 20 on this table, so that was a pretty good overall outcome. And we got it in with the best hand on both tables. That's the biggest part. We got it in with the best hand on both tables, and like one we got lucky to win, one we got unlucky to lose. So, and the reason why we got lucky to win is, it's gonna sound so stupid the way that I word this, but you kind of have to word it this way. We got lucky to not get unlucky, because we were like a 80% chance to win. No, 90% chance to win. But 90 does not equal 100. 90 is only 90. So, all right, this guy is 7-4 here. I'm gonna go from 110 to 420. Seems pretty good. He calls Jack of Spades on the river. She's gonna go like a halfway bet. Trying to like just squeeze a call out of him. If he goes with it, I think I just have to call, honestly, even like though, just because there's worse hands that he could conceivably go with. Oh yeah, they don't know what they're doing. They have no idea. You can already sense it. You can sense they have no clue what's going on. It's good when you get that feeling, because it's like, it's good when you can understand what their two cards are, even though they're face down. Like that's a very, very, very strong and powerful and confident building feeling in this game. It's like in VGC when you just know what they're gonna do. Like, you don't know their moves necessarily, but you know that like okay, no one leaves like this Pokemon in this situation. Like they're gonna swap into something else. Like you just kind of like can sense it because you've been in this situation before. We're gonna just go mediocre bets, and try to win the pot. Call. Gonna bet again. Great bets, dude. Great bets by me. Great bets. Because I was trying to get value from an ace. And he had 7-7. He called me 3 times. I had a 10. He just didn't read it for a 10. He read it for either big hand or for nothing. That was really, really good. That's probably my best hand of the night. That was really, really strong. And he leaves perfect because I wanted to leave too, but I hate leaving after I beat someone out of money because I want to give them a fair chance to win it back. Because I have a good host mentality when it comes to poker. You know, if someone loses money to you, you don't want to just get up and leave and run away because, like, that's, for lack of better, I have no other way to word this. It's a dick move. Like, you can't do that in poker if you want to be, like, considered a decent person. Even though there's really no rules to gambling whatsoever. But, like, if someone loses money to you, you want to at least play with them for another 5, 10, 20 minutes to give them a chance to win them for them to win their money back. It's not saying that, like, they're going to or that you're going to play bad against them. It's just saying that you're going to give them the same chance that they gave you to win their money, to win it back. And it's just a gentleman's agreement. Like, there's no actual rule about it. Like, you can win anyone's money and get up that very next hand and say, screw you, bro, I'm out. And I'm going to take your money and bring it right to the steakhouse and go eat a nice big meal and laugh your way out the door. And, like, there's literally nothing wrong with that in terms of, like, the rules. Like, you are allowed to come back the next day and do that all over again. But you're going to make 0 friends that way and a whole lot of enemies. So if you want to be liked in the room, you don't do anything like that, you know? And being liked is a very strong attribute because people will play bad against you if they like you. Like, they will not think about their decisions super hard. They'll be willing to lose an extra $100 to you or $1,000 to you because they're just like, I'm here to gamble and here to lose money, and I don't mind losing it to people who I like. Whereas, like, no one wants to give money to someone that they don't like. Nobody. Like, the very last thing that they want to do is to enrich someone's life who they outwardly do not like. So if you make yourself someone who people will outwardly do not like, you will not get the same opportunities as other people. I'm actually going... Oh, he took my seat. That's fine, though. I'm just going to take that seat. It's all good. My seat's not terrible. It's just not great. But yeah, even in this session, I think we're actually doing pretty well, despite getting kind of whooped for a while. I would wager that we're up money right now, even though, like, we were getting destroyed in the beginning. But I don't look at my results until the end. Ooh, I didn't write down when I started playing, and I track all my sessions as of late, so I'm going to retroactively write this down. I think it was about 50 minutes ago now, which would be, wow, exactly at 3 a.m. 8 today, yep, 8 of November. Okay. And then what I think I'll do is we'll play poker for maybe like another 10-20 minutes, and then I will take a quick little restroom break, and then we'll come back and we'll do the Phantasmal Flames, Build and Battle Box, and then I think we'll actually stay on the overhead and we'll do some more TCG stuff, because I have a lot of TCG that I've been kind of meaning to record. As in, you know, I will put it on the channel after. But yeah, let's see. I'm kind of touching on all the bases tonight. Fortnite, poker, Pokemon. I'm touching on all of my, I'll call it easy to talk about, friendly bases. Because I need to like kind of do some more stuff on my personal channel, my Alex Anthony channel, not AA Zoe, just me. Because the last thing that I talked about on that channel was a pretty sensitive topic, and there's more sensitive topics that I have been wanting to discuss lately. That's kind of like how I am. Like either something like big happens and I want to talk about it, or things kind of build up and then I want to talk about them. But I don't really get into any of the big discussions on the Fortnite channel or this channel or the poker channel. Those are kind of for the niches, but I would like to talk more about, like, you know, the country / the world / the, you know, I have three distinctions. The galaxy is fine. The Milky Way is fine. I don't really think about that, but I think about the country, I think about the world, and I think about the universe. Like the galaxy, it's like, that's like it's big but not big enough, you know? Because like if you're gonna concern yourself with the galaxy, then you might as well just go with the whole universe at that point. Like, let's, like, what are we really doing here? But from an interplanetary, or sorry, from an intercontinental perspective, like, staying on one planet is, like, pretty good. Until we have people in space stations and on Mars, we won't have to worry about the galaxy. But the planet, I think, is a very logical topic. And I say that, like, in a weird way because people are so, like, me, my town, my city, my state, my country, my tribe, my this, and it's like, I don't think about it that way. I think about it as in, like, one thing. It's like, there's one planet, and, like, we're kind of here for that, and if you're drawing lines in the sand and saying that, well, this is where I care about, I care between these two lines, then that's not what I'm about. But once again, we'll leave that for the other channel. Alright, so diamonds are nice, and then we got the queen, which means we hit a 10 on the end. That's like a really good hand. But I don't want this guy to bet again. I want him to just check so that I can, like, take a free card. 120. And then we're not even closing the action, but this guy's probably not going to raise, so whatever. It's just like when we call in a diamond hits, it's like super obvious, so I don't really even want the diamond. I want the 10 at this point. And if this queen didn't hit, I don't think I would call again. Lame. Completely missed. Can't do anything now. All you. Dude, did he win with pair of threes? That's amazing. How are you in this hand, bro? Like, why are you calling? Oh, and if the diamonds hit, we would have sacked this guy because he had the 7 high diamonds. Yeah, we'll play one more table for the duration of this. Yeah, maybe like 10 more minutes, because I kind of have to go to the restroom, and I don't want to do just too much cards, but I'm very, 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 you know what, I'll even throw in one more, very happy with my internet's performance as of the last maybe 5 days. I haven't streamed during that time, but I am checking, I do a speed test like once an hour, minimum. Because since ZA came out, which was on the 16th, so almost a month now. I've been fighting with this internet for almost a month now. Like, the day before ZA came out, I had a stream, and it was great. And, like, I streamed all night for like 4 hours, you know, all night. And it was, like, cool. And I was like, all right, I'm good, I'm ready, you know. I'll just wait till later in the day, and I should have, you know, no connectivity issues. And, like, since that one day, I've had nothing but issues. Since for about, you know, 4 or 5 days. Wow, king queen on the flop, that's crazy. With the diamonds too, royal flush draw. So I'm very, very happy that in this current moment, it's been like solid for not just a day, but for like an actual reasonable amount of days. Like, you know, it's Friday night, Saturday morning, and we are streaming live with 38 megabytes upload and about 1100 down, which is as good as I can ever ask for. It would be like pulling hairs to try and get any better. Beautiful little piano music. I think the piano is like not even close by far the best instrument, just in terms of like what you can get out of it. Like you could be doing this with like so many other things, and like I would just not really even enjoy it. Like if you had like a little tiny guitar playing, like just a smidge, like a few notes here and there, I'd be like, get this out of my face. Same thing with the drums, and I love the drums, but if you were just like boop, 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 but just give me something different. But the piano, like each note, each press of the key gives so much, fills the air with so much harmony. Did it go off, speaking of which? That's so funny. I was sitting idly by for too long. I was like, speaking of the devil. It's really funny. I have to move my thumbstick like once every few minutes to not have that happen, or I guess I can do it like once every 10 minutes. This has actually been a pretty dang good session overall. Any session that I feel like I play well, I rank very highly. And I'm trying to think, and it's like, did I play perfectly? No. But did I make any big mistakes? I'm trying to think, like, I don't think I made any big mistakes this session, by my definition. Yeah, no. No. And if we won that king's hand, we would be like up big. We would be up big if we won that king's hand. Ace queen suited could be big. Call here, check here. We're gonna go 8 big blinds. He calls, you know what, forget it, let's go 9. Go 9. Ace 10 offsuit, raise here, call. Oh, re-raise, huh? I mean, it's like the tiniest of raises. I think we're just gonna flat and try to get to a flop. I don't want to put in any bigger raises when people have technically still uncapped ranges behind us. Technical jargon, yada yada. Everyone folds in the ace queen, interesting. I'm still happy with my raise size, I'm not going any smaller. I don't do that. See? That's why I didn't go bigger. Because you never know when the action's gonna end. Like this person here, Battle Hornet, they have an uncapped range, and they just showed us that they are looking to play for a big amount. And even though this flop probably didn't hit them, they either have an overpair or they had us dominated, I would guess, almost every single time. Like, I don't think they have a king-high hand. Like, I don't think they have king-queen, king-jack, king-10. Snap check, though, is probably more of an ace-king type hand. Ace-queen, ace-jack. Like, overcard is not an overpair. On this turn, though, they'll tell us for sure what they have. Well, they'll tell the table. No, they have ace-king. Almost guaranteed. Or ace-queen. But people usually play ace-king more aggressively than ace-queen because of the fact that it's a better hand. I kind of want to click the reveal hand just to see their hand, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to pay the 20 cents. What are we at? 37.4? Alright, I need to get to 40,000 hands immediately, bro. If I did nothing but grind from now until, what is it, Saturday technically? If I did nothing but play from now until the end of today, I could get kind of close to 40K. I probably couldn't get there because I have 2 things that kind of hold me back. One is a very strict requirement of parameters that I will play at a table with. Like, I need everything to basically be right, and it's not that hard to find that, but it's just finding it requires a lot of effort, so like it just takes time and energy. And that leads to my second thing is I just run out of energy playing. Like, I can play 2,500 hands in a day, no problem, but I can't play 2,500 perfect hands in a day. No problem. Like, I can, in theory, do it. The most I've ever really done was about 2,000 on this site. I could push past that, but to push past that and still play well, no, it's not worth it really, because like I would just be burnt out for the next 2-3 days after that, and I don't like that feeling. I'd rather just like pace myself. The most I can really play in a day without, while still wanting to come back for more the next day, is like about 6 to 7 hours. That's like the main problem with this being a choice hobby slash job thing, is that I don't have to play if I don't want to, which is a great thing in the world, you know. Oh my gosh, the freedom, but it means that I have to push myself to do it when I don't want to, which is like whatever the benefit that freedom gives you, like that equally takes it away, you know. Like it's so hard to make yourself want to do something like this when you don't want to. 50 cents more. Is it worth, bro? 1, 2, 3 for I'm just gonna play nitty, I don't care. All in, huh? Wow, this guy's got a big hand. Ace, ace, king, king, queen, queen, ace, jack minimum. Jack, queen. Wow, I really thought that it was gonna be at least ace, jack. But jack, queen, okay. You're just terrible. Is what it is. Because when you have jack, queen, like, then you're about to get owned by ace, jack, and king, jack. That's why I figured he probably had ace, jack, so he could own king, jack, and queen, jack. But bad players do not think well, they just do. It's like you're playing singles, and you start with, like, you know, Blastoise, and they lead Onyx, and you're like, okay, well, they're gonna switch, you know? But then they just, like, rock slide into you, and it's like, wait, what? So, like, you know, you switch, or or not switch, but, like, you, like, do, like, a setup move or something, and it's like, I didn't think you were just gonna, like, attack me. And it's like, yeah, that was always an option, but, like, it's not a good one, and because I didn't think you were that bad, you know, that's basically what poker is a lot of time. Like, you give people too much credit, too much respect, and then you can end up leveling yourself as a result. 40 cents with the queen jack off. So I really should call this, so I'm going to, but it's like, I just don't like to, because you just don't connect often enough. Like, this is a really good board. Like, we connected very, very well, but you just don't connect often enough. Dude, wow. This is so random, too. That's the third person in a row just, like, put in a ridiculous raise. We can't call that. We can't play that. What do they have, dude? Big hand? They have nothing? Bro, people are, like, actually out of their minds, bro. And this guy can vote, by the way. They can vote and drive a car. Like, that's why the world is such a scary place. That person who just made that decision can also, they can legally reach into their pocket, grab a set of keys, walk out the door, and put those keys into a car, and then drive on the road. And they're going to use the exact same logic when they're on the road that they just did to play that hand of cards. And I can promise you that that was asinine and made literally no sense whatsoever. So, yeah. Welcome to Earth. And it's like, well, you don't know. Maybe he's drunk. And it's like, that's not preventing people from driving before. They're in again with what? Nothing? Yep. Figures at this point. And they got just destroyed by the 8. They are on full-blown... they are on the fullest of tilt. They are the absolute mayor of tilted towers. They're all in, by the way, guaranteed right now. All in, 100%. I've never seen a more obvious all in my entire life. Tilted, lost the last 2-3 hands. They call. That actually is surprising. I thought they were just going to open shove. They probably realize at this point that people are, like, absolutely caught onto their nonsense. Queen Jack double suited. 4-4 is what I'm really interested in, though, on the button. Chef girl, huh? Probably a construction worker man. Oof. We could still turn a 4, though. Could be a pretty nice hand. We're just gonna call here, Loki. Keep it chill. We have 4 opponents to go up against, and there is a king out there, so we're not gonna go too crazy with our queen. Everyone's checking. I will absolutely take a free card because people will definitely still play an ace on this flop. Damn. You don't want to just give me that free card, bro? Would have been nice. Alright, beautiful. Everyone checked back. No one's got a king, and now our queen looks fantastic. And we even have the jack for the backup because the 10's out there now, meaning a 9 or an ace would give us a straight. Young gun on the run. All right, we'll overlump the ace for 2 suits. Dang, bro, you're gonna raise. Yo, how many hands have they played? They're playing some binary here. 1 1 0 0 1 0. They've played 110,000 10 hands on this site. 260 is a great number, bro. Like, I really can't do much against that. Like, that's actually like a very, very strong raise. And what were your other stats? 2611? Damn. I considered the call too, but I really didn't want to. I would never call there with the ace-4 offsuit. What did you have? 9 jack. You did turn it. Wow, and you got there. That's wild. Damn, we would have had big action on this table too. I never would have called though with the ace-4. Like, suited I would have called for sure, but ace-4 offsuit I don't really play that. I could have raised myself, but not over a shorter stack, so it just is a very tough situation. And the 5 gets there. Oh, that completely makes my hand so much worse. So that's like good for me, having folded. Oh yeah, El Jefe. El Jefe. But not a strong bet. Oh my god, those bro gets min raised. Yeah, I'm so beat. It's not even close. They probably both have a 5. But this guy definitely does. Calypso. 720. What are you gonna go all in? Or just call? There's no way you called with a draw on the turn. Oh my god, people are so insane. What could you possibly call from the turn to fold the river? I don't know. We're going to call here with the jack-8 suited. It's a pretty solid connected type hand. Closing the action. But we missed, so it's all good. Alright, I am... Oh my god, those dude. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, 93 is still here. Oh. It's fine. We're about done. We're about wrapping up. Mentally. Where was I at? I was at 37-33 to start the session. I think I'm either lost a little bit or won a little bit at this point. Probably lost a little bit, just because we had so many small losses to start the session, like $4 here, $5 here, $6 here. That added up, so that when we did finally win a few big pots, I don't think it fully compensated for all the little losses. But if we, either way, our plus minus is not going to be very big right now. And break-even sessions are honestly kind of the most boring because even though it's more exciting to lose money, I'm not saying that this is a worse outcome, it's just more boring. I would absolutely take more boring and more money all day, every day. Let's do no more rounds. I'm gonna start closing out on tables. All right, we'll do one more round on this table to start. That'll be like the last one more round table. Because like I'm voluntarily posting here where I could have just left. But this table here, I think we're gonna leave on table 4. And then we'll come back and get our first look at Phantasmal Flames. That will be cool. I also haven't opened up packs in a while. Like, I don't really open up packs. But I feel like a pre-release pack is, like, just so freaking meant to be open. Like, everything is meant to be open. But especially something that comes out before the set comes out. Ah, this person left. It's a bummer. It's fun. Sometimes when I accidentally stay a little bit later, good karma. When we get like a really big hand, like king queen suited. He goes 4x and he's really bad, but he doesn't raise a lot. Oh, dude, I'm not going to. Don't raise. Don't raise. It's all good. We tried. We tried. You couldn't even turn it, bro. We got every chance in the world right there. Like the person's got $1 and they could have shoved and they didn't. Like we got every chance in the world right there. Literally down to the river. Can't ask for more than that. Okay, button goes there. 1, 2. All right, last hand on this table. Oh, no, second to last hand if he rebought. Okay. Can't believe that canary fight was so hard. Like, they really gave that girl every move after we beat her the last time, huh? Also, like, literally half of my team is weak to, what you call electric, right? Well, the Talonflame and the Feraligatr. What was the other Pokemon that was... Oh, maybe just those two. Okay, well then 1/3 of my team. And she's got 4 electrics. So 1/3 of my team is weak to 100% of her team. Yeah, we'll raise. This is close, but it's fine. It's like the weakest of the aces that we can really raise comfortably. Although against a 91% player, you can raise pretty much any ace. No problem. All Gucci. We ended the session the way that we began it, which was just by not connecting with any boards at all. And you need to connect with them at least a little bit with these really bad players to win some money. You're basically just playing like a little scratch ticket here. Just match the numbers, and if you match them, you win. Which, hey, easy. All I have to do is get lucky. No problem. No sets. Only one good top pair top kicker, and we got every penny of value out of it. This looks like a complete nonsense bet, but because he's going to give him action, I will not even consider anything else. I'm surprised that you're betting again. But I guess a lot of people just bet, like, their whole range for a small number there, which to me is crazy, but that's how they play. He makes it 5. What are you going to do, bruh? And they fold. That's why I was surprised that you bet the turn, because like, what are you betting there, really? This is like a mediocre second pair type hand, in which case, why are you taking so long on the raise? And if you're betting a queen there and you're folding it, then I think you should probably be betting it bigger on the flop. Cool. Last hand. One more hand on each table. Then a quick little break. Then Phantasmal Flames. Really sweet. Then I guess we'll do... I don't know. I gotta see how much this card is. I feel like this card was $6. I don't know why. I feel like this card is more than $6. All right, last hand. Ace 4 suited. Jeez, we just have not connected a lot tonight. That's fine. That means we're owed. You cannot cheat the numbers. Really, of course, that's not how probability works at all. Numbers have no memory, but from a relatively logical perspective, you could assume that, you know, we'll run better in the future because we ran bad today. All right, we're done here. What was our result? No freaking way we made $4. Get out of here, dude. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy with how bad we ran that we still made $4. Like, because we easily could have lost 20. Easily. And we were one card away from winning a $30 pot that we lost. So we could have made 34 too. So that's pretty sweet. Like, to turn a slight profit on a session that should have been a clear loss is honestly amazing. All right, let me back out of here. And let me put on my BRB screen, and I will BRB. Real quick. Let's do this. Few minutes. And we're back. I sat down so violently. The camera's shaking. All right. Real quick, before we begin, so let's get back to it. I kind of wanted to just hop on Poke Beach and check out. I think we got some Mega Dream EX news and or like set list kind of thing. One sec. Give me my one stream piece of gum that I set aside. Alright. Mega Dream EX special set officially revealed starring Mega Dragonite EX. Starring Mega Dragonite EX? I don't know, looks like it's kind of starring Mega Gengar EX. Special English Mega Evolution set releasing in January featuring new type of trainer's product? Oh yeah? What kind? We can exclusively reveal a special English set will release on January 30th. We don't know its name yet. It will likely feature Mega Dragonite EX and the upcoming Mega Rares. Let me make this a little bigger. These ads are so annoying. New products will include 3 tech sticker collection. Okay, we've had those before, so that's not new. The trainer blisters appear to be a new type of product. The product list is preliminary and subject to change. What did you call it? A trainer blister? I wonder what that means. If it'll have like trainer cards specifically in it, like a mini trainer toolkit. But speaking of which, the trainer toolkit, how much did that end up coming to market under? / are any places selling them now that they're out, or is it what? You're still in pre-order? Release is November 14th? Shouldn't these be out by now? Alright, he should be out by now. Buy it now. Lowest first. This can't be the one that came out. Okay, I was gonna say in 2025. I was like, that can't be. Did this get pushed back? Is that why I haven't seen this anywhere yet? Hold on, why did this get pushed back? The reason why I say this is because for the longest time, the Trainer Toolkit 2025 was supposed to come out on the 24th of October, like a week after ZA, I remember. This must have gotten pushed back, bro. Because it should be out by now. It should be out by now. See? Look, please note, this product has been delayed from its original expected release date. The expected release date for this product is now Friday, November 14th. That is crazy. I was genuinely looking forward to this, and I thought that I kind of like missed out on getting it at a like decent, reasonable, like early price. Because you know how stuff like that is. Trainer Toolkit 2025 may not be as targeted of a product because, you know, the trainer side of things, like, people tend to ignore a little more. Like, there's no, like, special card, but it does have packs in it. Anytime there's packs in it, people are going to, you know, want it. Okay, interesting. So we could still maybe get one of those. So 14th, that's for in one more week. So that's, what was today? So today's Saturday, exactly, so, again, 6 days. Bro, okay, let's talk about this for a second. It finally hit. It finally hit. So when this came out the other day, I was just so curious as to... Right here, you know what? Let me restart that. I'll let this page load up. Well, we'll get these ads out of here. Jeez. Can this load? Okay, here. It's finally making sense. So earlier this year, if you guys have been like, on this channel at all, following this at all, you would know that I'm a huge fan of Chingling. I just think that it's such a cool Pokemon. I have talked several times how I thought it was a complete travesty that it only had like 3 or 4 cards, depending on how you wanted to look at it, because like one of them had a stamp on it, wasn't a true unique card. And then earlier this year, Chingling got its 5th official English Pokemon card in, what is it, Destined Rivals? I think it's Team Rocket's Chingling, right? So when that came out, I brought it up because I was like, oh my gosh, it's like, a huge development. Like the amount of Chingling cards that have come out have increased by like 25%. And then in Pokemon trading card game Pocket, they released basically Badoo, but in Pocket, and they made it Chingling instead, which is it's a 30 HP baby Pokemon, and its attack is one colorless. Sorry, not one colorless. It's one energy free, so it doesn't even need the energy to attack, and it can do 10 damage plus it item locks your opponent. It's literally Badoo from the standard TCG put into Pocket, and it's Chingling. And I'm like, why is my little dude Chingling getting so much love? And then the other day, when they came out with the Megas, they released, they had Mega Backs, which is fine. Mega Backs is great. But when they did Mega Chimecho, I'm like, dude, this is so perfect because it's basically, obviously, a big Chingling with just a bunch of Chimechos hanging through. And to me, this Pokemon's always been like a bit of a meme because like I didn't grow up in the Gen 4 era. Like I kind of skipped over that, so I've kind of only came back to it. So when I first saw Chimecho, I didn't even know how to pronounce it. I read it as Chimecho, and then for whatever reason, don't ask me because I'm just an idiot and I like to make myself laugh. And in my head, I would always just pronounce Chimecho's name as Chimecho. So whenever I see Chimecho, I'm just like Chimecho, and it always made me giggle because all my stupid jokes to myself make me giggle. And I've told this story before too, but when I was playing PLA the first time, I remember seeing like this little bell. I'm like, that's not Chimecho. I'm like, what the heck are you? And I saw it, and it was Chingling, up before the Temple of Sinnoh, I believe. And it was the first time I ever even saw Chingling as a Pokemon was in that game. So I went, I looked at the Pokemon cards. We can do it right now. This is just something that I like to do as well, because I missed so much Pokemon throughout my break, which was really between Gen 4 and Gen 8. I played Gens 1, 2, and 3 as a kid, and then I kind of came back into it at Gen 8. But what I did was I came in, I said Chingling, and I wanted to see, like, how many Chingling cards are there? And at the time, there was one less, because there was the Team Rockets was not there, and then this Chimecho gets linked in with Chingling for whatever reason. So there's 1, 2, 3 cards. Like I said, there's 4 technically, but the 4th one is a holiday stamp. So it's really 3 unique artworks. Then this Chingling is the 4th one, and the one that's in Pocket is actually this Chingling. So it's not even there's not even 5 unique Chingling artworks. There's still only 4 because they've reused 2 of them. So that's like when I first noticed that this Pokemon just didn't have a lot of cards. And I always have appreciation for Pokemon who don't get a lot of love and representation. And it's a cute as hell Pokemon. Look at it. It's amazing. So that's like when that first came in. So I am so happy that we're getting some Chingling Chimecho love. Just a cool Pokemon. I'm really excited. And when we get to use this in the game, like also Psychic Steel, what a powerful type. That's really cool. So I'm very happy to have this in the game, and I am very excited to use it. So yeah, that's all that this one was about. It was about my fascination with, like, this one little Pokemon that has now become a big little Pokemon with a bunch of little Pokemon hanging off of it. So I love the design. I'm really excited, and even though, like, I know people aren't completely 100% loving ZA, but I am. So that's all I'm going to leave you off with for this one. But yeah. That's a little Z sleeping up there. We're not going to disturb her. But yeah, thank you all. Love you all. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. It's just a little video we're going to make for the channel. All right. Another video we should make should be build and battle time. Build and battle booster time. So, what's the easiest way to do this? I'm gonna see. I've never done this before, but I want to see if I zoom in on, say, like this particular area. Like, how much am I gonna lose in terms of clarity? Like, how good is this camera? Because what I normally do is like, I'll say, for example, I'll take this box and I'll hold it up to here. But that's annoying. I want to have it just zoom in right here. I want this to be the area. It's not bad. It's also not bad here. I can deal with that. Bartek D said, "Looks clean." Thank you, Bartek, for the input and for jumping in. I appreciate that. But yeah, I like having to lift it up so high. It's so much. It's a pain. All right, so we went to a pre-release, excuse me, on Sunday, but there was nobody there to play. People like I think when I was the fourth person to sign my name on the sheet and put my trainer code down, and that was it. So basically, they were like, "Yeah, you can stay and see if other people want to play, or you can just take it with you." And so I hung out for a little bit. One other homie got one, and we were going to meet up at a different shop afterwards, and they were also going to have a pre-release event. They ended up getting the wrong shipment. They did not. They got pre-releases for I think Destined Rivals or something like that wasn't this, and so we ended up like not really getting to play at all. So I just had this one box in my kind of stack for a week. So I figured let's save it for a stream and open it, and tonight's that night. So yeah, let's open this box up real quick and see what's inside. I'm really actually very interested to see what the little 40 card deck kind of looks like. You know, what trainer cards do you get? What deck building tools would we have gotten? You know, how would our pre-release deck have looked like? So I'm gonna open this from the perspective as if we're building it to play the pre-release. All right, one sec. Let me grab my lucky scissors. How are you tonight, Bartek? Thank you for joining in. And thank you to anyone else who drops in during the live or the recording, because this will, of course, go up on the channel after probably a couple days because I'm lazy. A blade would be really nice. I don't want to just cut this like this. You know, forget it. Didn't have too much sleep, but I'm good. That's how it goes sometimes, right? But hey, as long as you can get some coffee to get you through the day, or whatever it takes. All right, let's open up our first pre-release kit. Not really our first build and battle kit, because like we've opened up one of these products before, but I haven't opened up one of these products while, you know, on like in the window of when it's actually, you know, still new, still fresh, and this and that. I look every now and then. Well, hey, I appreciate you chiming in and keeping me company on the most random of times. If you've been around, you've maybe heard me talking about how bad my internet has been as of late, and I think they may have actually finally gotten it to a stable point where I can stream more frequently, so hopefully I can do this kind of thing more often. But yeah, thanks again for joining. All right, so let's see what we would have gotten, because, oh yeah, there's a, there's one of 4 pre-release cards, right? Zacian. Or Zacian, what do you say? Zacian or Zacian? I always say Zacian, but I hear people say Zacian, so I don't know. Mega Evolution. I like the this. I'm such a sucker for a stamp. I am such a sucker for a stamp. All right, let me slice this bad boy open like that. Yeah, that's good. And let's see what cards we would have gotten to kind of build a deck with. It's so frustrating, like lagging and stuff. It makes me twitch. Right now or before? Because like it should be good now. Generally speaking, right, yeah. No, that is like, I mean, I don't know how to word it, you know, I'm just going like that's the feeling. Like I wish I could show you a picture of like my setup. You know, I just moved. I got this standing desk, so I got like this nice new setup, this beautiful new monitor. Just moved into a new apartment. My computer's been good, so that's fine. Like I considered upgrading, but I didn't. Like, but basically, like it's been like, you know, generally, like, you know, a little touches here and there. And then to like have the actual internet service provider not being able to hold up their end of the bargain, it's just been so unbelievably frustrating. I've had directly in my apartment 4 service technicians within a 10-day period of time, and in addition to that, I've seen in my back alley, I'll hear like the I'll make the noises. It'll be like You'll hear like the guy going up on the pole, to like just check the wires. They've done that at least 3 times in the last week, and the last time I heard him was a different company that wasn't the direct company that I get from, which is Spectrum. It was like Net something or whatever, and I'm like, maybe they had to call their boss, or you know, but since they have been here, it's been good, and that was like 2 or 3 days ago. So I'm hoping that like they just finally got it fixed and working out. But yeah, super, super, super frustrating from everyone's perspective, honestly. And speaking of frustrating, I'm looking at here real quick. A little bit of damage on this Zacian up top. It's kind of hard to see. Here, let me use the magnifying glass. Alright, magnify, magnify. There's a little bit of damage at the very, like you can see where the hollow kind of goes away. It's hard to pick up on camera, but right there is like the best angle I have of it. So all I can say is I'm glad that this is just a pre-release stamped card. It's still like a nice card that I would have liked to be in good condition, but say I was a grading person, like no way this is getting anything decent. Like this is a damaged card at this point. Like I don't think it can score anything when it's got, a top like that. It's honestly from like a good half-inch of it is pretty messed up. A good half-inch range is pretty messed up, so it is what it is. All right, let's see what other cards would be in here. So we got the Zash. Oh, okay, cool, perfect. Trainer tips. How many of these we got? Energy cards. All right, Alchemy. What do we do? Sweet Circle. This act is 20 damage for each of your Pokemon in play. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm fit to screen. Is that what I was doing? Yeah. I feel like I can get better clarity if I just make it uncomfortable and hold my arm up. It does look better typically. Like the HD does pick up. I am losing like too many pixels. I could tell when I was trying to actually read the attack name through the camera. I was like, ugh, it doesn't look that great right now. Also, if I can put my OBS here, then I don't have to look so off camera. I can just look kind of directly. Perfect. All right. This deck is 29 for each of your Pokemon in play. For a pre-release, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Lily's Determination? Lily's Determination? Yeah, like, arm up through the whole time. It's almost like I want like a pillow right here. But just to get it to the camera, which is like a good 2.5 feet above my desk, like, is what it is. The price you pay for a good Pokemon. But Lily's Determination in this is a good card. Very, very good card. Might even be like $1 card, low-key. This is a cool card. Now, not super, this hasn't been figured out yet. Because its effect is basically Gardevoir EX's ability, but it doesn't provide the damage counters, which is normally a bad thing, damaging your own Pokemon. But in a format that is dominated by Monkey Dory, you want to be damaging yourself so that you can put it on your opponent's side of the board, especially with things like Mega Absol EX now. If you have the 6 damage counters in play, you can straight up knock out your opponent's Pokemon with its first attack, which is kind of crazy. All right, here, I'm going to put the trainers in one spot, Pokemon in another spot, and the energy in another spot. What a great idea. Milcery, Draining Kiss, heal 10 damage. Amazing. Ultra Ball. Who doesn't have one of those if you play the game? Another Alchemy. Rock Scouting. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon. Or 1 Evo. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Okay, okay. Ooh, Drayton. So, he was, Blueberry Academy, right? See, this is so weird and so funny. My first thought whenever I play a new game, right now I got the music on in the background for Legends ZA. My first thought, because like the first, I would say, real authoritative person we see is, I guess, ZA. But like really, it's Emma. Like she's the one who we're kind of going back and forth to for our missions. So my first thought is, man, what is the Emma card gonna do? Because every time you have a impactful character in the game, they always get their own supporter card with an effect, which I think is really cool. It's a nice way to kind of tie the game and the TCG in together. So let's see what Drayton does. And he's all the way back in Blueberry Academy. So they're still, getting him in, because I realized in our first set of Mega Evolution that there's quite what they'll tend to do is they'll give us a Pokedex that's similar to the Pokemon that we got in the newest game, but they don't make the theme the newest game really, because none of the trainers in that thing are like, in the first set of Mega Evolution, are like really based around, you know, Lumiose and ZAA and all that stuff. You even see like in the next set, Phantasmal Flames, we're still like, we're not in, people say we're not in the Scarlet Violet block anymore. You know, we're in the Mega Evolution block or whatever. Like, I've always thought that was a silly way to talk about it, because we're still getting Pokemon EX and it's not Gen 10 yet. So we're still in the same block in my mind. And this right here is almost like proof. Drayton is a Scarlet Violet character. It's being released in Mega Evolution. To me, Mega Evolution is not a different block. It's just the way that the game is progressing, because another game came out, so you have to make cards about it. It's not like we weren't in the Sword and Shield era anymore after the PLA cards came out. We were just, I guess, now in the whole Gen 8 era. So right now we're just in Gen 9, I would say. It's not that we've surpassed Scarlet Violet. We're just in another additional stage of the Gen 9 era, and Drayton is a clear example of a Gen 9 trainer who reads, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, you may reveal a Pokemon and a trainer card you find there, put them into your hand, shuffle your cards back in your deck. For a pre-release format, that's like not terrible, honestly, because you only play 40 card decks in pre-release, and in a standard 60 card deck, that's not going to be as good. Alright, another Milcery. Ooh, Mimikyu. Beautiful artwork, too. Love that simple yet colorful and vibrant, which, you know, for Mimikyu, you don't really get. Call for Family, very great attack, as always, in Scratch for 1 energy, so you get to kind of choose what you're doing. Always nice for a format like that. Non-holozation? Same card? Yeah, same card. Limit Break. We didn't actually read what the attack does, because I was a little bit disappointed with the condition of the first card. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, this attack does 90 more damage, which of course in pre-release format, you only have 4 prize cards, so it's easier to fulfill this requirement, whereas in a normal standard game, this would have to, you know, you'd have to take half of, your opponent would have to take half their prizes. So, pretty cool. Another Lilies? That's so nice. That's really, like, because it's such a huge playable card. That's really, really cool. Really, really cool. As someone like myself right now who's actually in the process of building their first standard deck for a long while. Hilda! I need a Hilda! Oh my god, that's great. She lets you search out an evolution and what is it? An energy card? Yeah, we use her in Dragapult for acquiring Pult and Neo Upper Energy, because it's like the guaranteed way to get like the evolution that you need, and the Neo Upper is great. And I was thinking I should use this girl in my Mega Lucario deck, because I play a build with Legacy Energy, and this would be great for finding Legacy Energy. I was actually playing in that build, I was playing a slot of Chorus's Tenacity, excuse me, which allows you to find an energy card and a stadium card, which is fine, but finding a stadium card is better when you are playing the other ace spec, the maximum belt. So Hilda's actually not terrible for that, and because you could also use it to find your Hariyamas as well. Bartek said, I wish TCG Live was more responsive. The interface is just sluggish and keeps you waiting a second or two all the time, which is frustrating once muscle memory kicks in. I never felt like it was really that bad. Although, are we talking about on the phone or on the desktop? Because on the desktop is where I play 90% of it. On the phone, I will admit it's not as clicky as I would like. PC, interesting. It's kind of funny because whenever I play on my phone, I'm like, dang, bro, like they really made Pocket like better, low key. Like, this is so stupid. But like, just the fact that like when you get a Pokemon knocked out, like on your side of the field, in Pocket you can tap a Pokemon on your bench, and in Live you have to drag it. And dragging it like annoys me so much because it's like, bro, just let me click the Pokemon, like let me click it and just have it go up like you do in Pocket. It's so much nicer that way, but whatever. It's even worse on the phone. Yeah, it's definitely clunkier. The one thing that's nice on the phone is the view. It's easier to view your entire deck. I feel like they have it laid out a little bit nicer. That was the one thing that I really, well, two things that I really was sad about us losing from the transition of Pokemon trading card game online to Pocket, or sorry, to Live, was one, theme deck. I loved theme deck. I thought it was really cool to have to introduce newer players into the game and to just have a format to play when you're kind of bored of standard and you don't want to like really like think too much. Like it's like, oh, there's something you can always kind of just fall back on that we all kind of know and we can just play. So that was stupid to take that out. But the way that you could view your entire deck in online was just better. Like you could view the whole deck in a much easier, kind of like limitless, you know, image ping kind of format. It was so much nicer. The way that they split it up on PC through like Pokemon and trainers and energy, it's so clunky and ugly, and I hate it. But yeah. Anyway, Hilda's great. Hilda's great. Energy. How many Zation do we need, bro? Another patch. So basically, we're going to open up these packs now and then see what we would have gotten to like go with this. Iris's Fighting Spirit. You can only use this card if you discard another card from your hand. Draw a card to you have 6 in your hand. That's fine, I guess. Whatever. That's like fine for this kind of format, you know? Drayton. Which is like another fine for this format kind of card. Like, wouldn't be good in standard, but you could play it and do another Hilda. That's so good. Double Hilda's. Dude, there's 3 in here. There's 3 Lily in here. That's so sick. So, like, that helped me quite a bit for, say, if I want to build, I'm going to keep my code card. If I want to build a Mega Lucario, or really anything, that's so sick. I'm stoked with 3 Lily. 3 Lily makes up for the damageization that I'll never even really care about or use. Although I guess I could have sold it at one point, and now I really can't. But it's fine. I'll just keep it for the memory. We'll keep it for the memory. I mean, from like a, what do you call it, like a grading perspective too, it is like incredibly off-centered, so it's not like it would have ever really done well. It's like, it's so top-heavy and left-heavy, and like the right and bottom are much thinner. Like, if you like look like above the basic, like look at how much gray is just like above that, it's kind of funny. So this wouldn't have been a good card anyway, you know, from that perspective, so whatever. I like to just like kind of jam these, like if I have a hollow, I'll just kind of like jam it in between some bulk, and like that's my sleeve for now. Temporary sleeve. What did we get for pack arts? What did we get for artworks? Lopunny, Gengar, Heracross. Where's the Charizard? How are we going to get a Charizard if there's no Charizard pack artwork? I don't think they know how this works. Plus, for a pre-release, you should get one of each, right? That'd make more sense. Whatevs. So we'll go Gengar, Lopunny, Heracross, Gengar. Perfect. Pardon my brief intermission. All right, 4 packs, and so we'll kind of open them with the perspective of, let's pretend that we're at a pre-release and we're trying to build a deck. Because right now, I don't fully know how this works. Does everyone get the same deck? I think that there's like the... No. So there's the 4 different promos. So each promo probably has like a little sub-deck built around it. I guess that's how it works. So we would only go up against someone who has the same deck base if they also received Zacian as their pre-release promo card. But I'm guessing that a bunch of those cards would overlap anyway. Like, it'd probably be Hilda and Lily's and Brock and all that in each one because those are like so... Well, at least Lily's is so powerful. All right, Phantasmal Flames. This is my second look at the set, actually. My very first look was, shout out to the homie TCG Flame. Yo, did they put a slit in these? One of them has a slit. Why does only one have a slit? That's weird. One of these has a slit in the very top, as if like, hey, open like this, and then the rest are like normal. No, this one does too. What? All right, let's try to rip them. I normally go like, I'm a scissors kind of guy. But if they're going to slit it for me, make it nice and easy, then, you know, I ain't going to fight nature at that point. I like that. I mean, I only go scissors because I always have such a hard time ripping the packs, honestly. Very nice seal artwork. Could not have done anything with that. Gloom! Alright, set's over. I pulled my chase card. I have been collecting Gloom cards for all of a month now, and this is, when I saw that we are getting a new Oddish Vileplume, I was like, ooh, give me my Gloom. So we got one for the Gloom page. I'm going to set that aside right now. Caravana, let's see, Reckless Charge does 10 damage to itself. We need to grab a Darkness Energy to actually be able to play it. Yamper, that's so funny, because normally energy is like no issue, but in this, like, you really would need to pull a Darkness Energy. Let's see. Flip a coin, if heads, 20 more damage. For 2 energy, that's kind of a lot. Bronzong, stage 1 for 140 is a lot. Triple draw, draw 3, it could be good. For colorless, colorless was nice because then you could just use your psychic energy for that, but you would need, of course, a Bronzor. Sacred Charm. Bartek said I should probably stretch a bit and hit some steps. See you around. Hey, Bartek, thank you so much for A, dropping in, B, you know, keeping me company, and for C, you know, having been with us in the past. You know, you said you have worked with us. I guess that means that I wouldn't have known that you were here, aside from any other time that you had chatted. So thanks for all the times that you supported us, and that we will, yeah, we'll catch you next time. And like I said, hopefully it's up and running, my friend, so that I can do this more consistently, you know, at least a few times a week going forward. But yeah, get them steps in. You know, I want, you know, it's funny, I was reading this thing too, like, you're gonna think of me, when you're doing your walk, you have some free space, do this, like, swing your arms, like, in a stupid, like, little kid windmill fashion. Like, I heard it's really good for your upper body circulation. Just a dumb thing that I saw on Instagram. Who even knows if it's true? But yeah, enjoy your walk slash stretch. But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. That's what I do at Burns Workouts. Nice, nice. All right, we'll catch you on the next one. All right, where was I? Sacred Charm. This, the Pokemon this is attached to does 30 less damage from attack from opponent Pokemon that has an ability. Okay. I think I saw someone talking about this card. It is relatively niche. Darmanitan, okay. Regular, too. Does 40 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. With that new Oricorio coming in, I could see this being kind of a cool card, like just like a random deck that people play. You would need a lot of energy retrieval, though, because people are going to knock this thing out. So, but just base 40 damage, though, I'm sorry, base 4 energy would be 200 damage, because that's 160 plus the 40 on a stage 1. It's really the 4 energy, but you have the Oricorio, which I think allows you to attach infinite from your hand, so you need to actually get the energy into your hand. I believe that's how it works. Lombre! Is that a reverse hollow? Ooh, reverse hollow Lombre. Very nice. I think the reverse hollow pattern is actually, like, kind of subtly beautiful, you know? It's very nice that it's not like a tacky pattern. It would be nice if it was like a little more, but it's better that they didn't make it bad. Alright, let's see. And in the rare slot we've got... Oh, I forgot double reverse hollow in the Scarlet Violet era. Zigzagoon. And the aforementioned Vileplume. Beautiful artwork, too. I love this. Great card. It may not be, like, you know, what we're looking for in terms of, you know, big rarity and this and that, but from a collectible perspective, I like it. From a playable perspective, we wouldn't have really gotten much anything from our deck if we were going to actually play a pre-release here. So I guess that we got lucky that we're not actually trying to build this into something. Alright, Lopunny. Oh wait, no, let's see if we can rip this one too. Like, for some reason this one doesn't have the slit. Yeah, this is the only one of the 4 that doesn't have, like, this little slit up top here. Yeah, I've never been good at, like, just opening them like this. That's why I always... Yeah, I like my scissors. But the first one and these other ones here, they seem to have a little slit at the top, so... If I can rip it, I'll rip it, but if not, I'm gonna use the little tip. Boltund! Shout out to Amy with the Boltund. Her favorite Pokemon. Sandile, huh? Another darkness that we would need. Ooh, the Charmander. That's a cool one. It's got the agile ability, so with no energy attached, free retreat. Bronzor, so we could play that Bronzong. Interesting. That's very convenient if we were actually playing. Darmanitan again. No Darumaka, though. Lanoon, what is your ability, Lanoon? Look at that artwork. If that was an IR, that would be a great, great card. Excuse me one second. Sorry. Excited Dash. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench and you have a Mega Evolution Pokemon EX in play, you may use this ability. Switch this Pokemon in with your active Pokemon. Kind of mid. This card looks like it's got so much going on, but it's really kind of meh. But beautiful artwork, man. Really cool. And we did have the Zigzagoon. Battle Cage! This is the card that's going to destroy my Dragapult. Prevent all damage counters being placed on bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, by effects of attacks and abilities from the opponent's Pokemon. Damage from attacks is still taken, of course, but because that's not an effective attack, that's just damage. But this basically would prevent me from, dropping off my Phantom Dive damage counters. But, yep, that's the card we've been worried about and expecting. Like, it's this card plus Psyduck that's going to stop my Dragapult. Reverse Hollow of a Cerulege. Okay. Infernal slash 2... Wait. 220 for a single energy? The power creep in this game is insane, dude. Discard 4 basic energy cards from your hand. Okay. If you... I saw this card. But this works with regular Cerulege EX because it needs to build off of energy cards in the discard pile. So this one discards 4 basic energy cards from your hand. If you can't discard 4 cards this way, this attack does nothing. Interesting. I only paused for a second because I was like, I wonder if you can discard less than 4 energy and have the attack do nothing. Like, you discard 1 energy, you discard 2 energy, you discard 3 energy, but then you can't discard 4 energy, so the attack does nothing. But you could still discard 3 energy, though, off the one energy attack. So, like, can you do that? Or can you... Is it 4 or nothing? Or can you do 1, 2, or 3 and then have the attack do nothing? So I'm curious about that, but cool card regardless. Linoon in the reverse hollow, and a Palmot on the hollow slot. Water energy, bro. We need a darkness energy to play that first Pokemon. I forget what it was. Alright, 2 more on the pre-release. I don't think we would have really been able to play too much, honestly. We would have been heavily reliant on whatever we got in the Station. Oh, never mind. We got Darumaka. We would have been rolling Blaze Ball. This attack does 20 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon, so it basically has the same attack as the Darmanitan. Lotad. Boltund again. Did we get a Yamper yet? I don't know if we got a Yamper yet. Bunnery Jumbo Ice Cream. How delicious does that look? Heal 80 damage from your active Pokemon if it has 3 or more energy attached. You don't need to discard energy, which is great, but it has to have 3 attached, which is kind of a lot. Although I guess you could get that with just one, there's like that reversal energy that does 3, so maybe you could just do it off of the one. Gliscor, Poison Ring off of a Fighting. Fighting support. Fighting support, I always look for that in my Mega Lucario. So if your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned during your opponent's next turn, that Pokemon can't retreat. Retreat Lock is good. Retreat Lock is very good, actually. I wonder if we could use that. E-turn, huh? E-turn, Shatter, discard a Stadium, Power Rush, flip a coin. Can't use attack. No, that's not very good in this format because we would not have had any energy to use it. Pomo, Bramblegas. Your ability says, once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve one of your Pokemon, you can use this ability to make your opponent... Oh, confused. Wow, great. All that for confusion. 2 Vileplume and no Darkness Energy. We can't play that card yet. Alright, can we get anything cool? If we can't get something playable, can we get something cool? Last pack magic. Last chance to try. Oh, this one doesn't have a rippy thing either? Alright. We're slicing and dicing. We're slicing and dicing. Ooh, is this a Shinji or is this a, I can never remember, Komiya? Is because the artwork is one of the two. It is a Shinji. Look at that Duraludon. Look at that Duraludon. It's like, if it's serious, it's Shinji. If it's silly, it's Komiya. Beautiful. Ooh, Gligar. Beautiful color palette as well. So we could have played the Gliscor as well. Prinplup. Targeted Dive. This attack does 70 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. it's really funny. There was a print flop that used to do a similar attack, and it also ran off of all colorless energy, so you wouldn't even need the water energy to use this card. You would just need the pre-evolution. Smeargle, energizing sketch. Flip 3 coins, attach an amount of basic energy to the number of heads from your discard to your bench Pokemon. That could be good in this pre-release format. Double Cerulege, no Charcadet though. Fire Breather, search your deck for up to 7 basic energy cards, reveal them, put them into your hand. That's right, that's how you get all the energy. That's right, so you can play this card, a ton of energy, Darumaka, or Choreo, and have like a single prizer that is doing like infinite damage. That could be a deck. That could actually be a deck, that Darmanitan, Darumaka. I'm not gonna lie, because stage 1s like that are really powerful. Sniping Feathers, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This deck is 120 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Or one of your opponent's Pokemon, sorry. 3 energy, and you have to discard 2. That's a lot for 120. Oddish! We have the whole line. Oddish! And Dizzying Valley in our reverse slot. Hey, we got a Punk Helmet! I didn't know that was, it came in the reverse slot. So we got a full art Punk Helmet. If the Darkness Pokemon that this card's attached to is, I think it's attacked, then it does 4 damage counters. It's like a boosted Rocky Helmet. So, that's cool. At least we got like a little something. At least we got a little something. And another Grass Energy. So, cool little hit. Kind of consolation prize hit. And nothing that we could have really built off of, honestly, for our pre-release. Like, I don't know what we would have done. Truthfully. I don't know what we would have done. We have no energy to play the Gligar. We just ran the basic. The whole thing. But that's cool, though. That's cool. It's our very first look into the Phantasmal Flame set. And I'm excited because we're kind of starting to think about getting back into the TCG and building a deck and this and that. Probably going to build Dragapult. Might just have fun with it and go with Mega Lucario. Maybe I'll do both. But that's going to be it for this one. Yeah, thank you everyone for dropping in, for joining us. Really appreciate it. Thank you all. Love you all. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right. End that recording. And I think maybe we'll jump back into ZA. I also am getting tired of yapping. Tired of talking. Which means I'm getting tired of streaming, technically. By the technical degree of technically. Well, we've been live for 3 hours. Time flies when you're having some fun, man. That's all I can say. Time really does fly when you're having fun. And it's been a great time. I love hanging out. I love chilling. You know what I kind of want to check? Nah, I'm not gonna. I was gonna check and see how many people are on Fortnite right now. I bet Fortnite is stacked. Probably 200, 300k people playing. I gave it Fortnite. I can do whatever the heck I want. I'm a full-grown adult. I just don't want to make a new scene, and I don't have it. I don't have it fully laid out right now. As in, like, on the widescreen monitor, you have to make it a certain way for you to be able to see everything. Like, you have to do kind of different displays and overlaps and such. Because, like, currently on my view, I couldn't see, like, the mini-map, and I couldn't see my full inventory, I couldn't see my full health, this and that. We'll check it out. We'll do both. We'll check it out and we'll go with some more of the AI. Should probably move this now that we're back on this view. That was really fun. I always love looking at new cards. I've never gotten to do that before. Like, see the cards before they came out. Alright, where we at? What you want? Oh, we're still finding that girl, bro. That's crazy. I've been doing this for like 3 days. You got some? Bro, when did you get that? Because, like, I was just talking to you. Like, when did I throw that? Yo, I'm so confused. Are they up there? Oh, I have to go inside. Other way, I guess. I still don't know the name of this Pokemon. Auroros? Auroros? Oh, okay, we can go on that side this way. I'll have to climb over the whole dang way. Oh, there is a Clawitzer fountain. Oh, it's a beautiful thumbnail. What else did Canary tell us? I'll drink all the water. I'll take it. I'll stop the water? No, I'll vaporize the water. I will stop the water then. Okay. Great thumbnail, bro. This guy's got some good energy. Find a Pokemon that knows Ice Beam and bring it back here. I'm really glad that I didn't just spam A through this, or else I would have been looking for the whole time. Been like, where's a... What am I supposed to do? Alright, so, like... How big of an issue is this gonna be? Do you know Ice Beam? Alright, I'm all out of ideas. I know Ice Fang. I have Icy Wind. I'm out, bro. I'm out of ideas. What more do you want from me? How about this one? This one's level 50. And it's shinier. No. So, like, are they telling me to go find a TM right now, or are they telling me to go find a Pokemon? Like, that's the part that's kind of... Well, 30. Maybe it does. Well, what about you, Vanillite? Is that even a TM? I guess not, right? Alright, so... So... Am I left to just search the city aimlessly? Or Google it? I believe that's the answer. I am actually shocked that we're still doing this mission. Like, there are so many steps to finding this dude's sister. I will just Google it, because I don't want to think. Slash... wander around the city. CA Ice Beam. Shimmy, you know there's a few ice moves that can do the trick, like Freeze Dry or Blizzard. It seems like weaker moves like Icy Wind won't work, though. To get Ice Beam, head to Wild Zone 12, which has several ice types. Yeah. Oh. Okay, cool. 12? So we're like right there. Heard. They're saying in a little tennis court area. In Zone 12, there should be, what do you call it? There should be a TM. Ice Beam. Which is good, because we need this kind of thing so that we can, you know, play competitive better. Oh, I ain't even been in here yet, bro. I have definitely not been in here yet. I have, like, how do you get in this part, bro? Oh, okay, I gotta go on the side. I gotta go on the side, everybody. Stop yelling at me. You know what would be nice as an auto run button, so that way I ain't gotta, like, keep pushing forward. You can just be like, alright, I press running, you kind of go until I stop you from going forward. No, we definitely haven't been here yet. Real quick, I'm just gonna go speed test, make sure we're still functioning reasonably. Also going to put this back up. So where's my big boy? Bruh. Rock smash. Kind of funny how, like, little exploring I've definitely done in this game, where I totally have ignored this entire area. Alright. I'll just grab one of you guys. Dang, are you 4x weak? Damn, bro. Alright, heal him up. Let's go at it again. I guess that's cool too, because we can resist with the fire. We're kind of the perfect, you know, perfect typing for this. You're a big boy too, Go-Go. I bet that's a large one, because, like, that's not... That's, like, alpha-esque size. Did we get him? Yes, we did. Oh, wait, did he use Earth Power? Never mind. He used Earth Power, I guess, by flying Pokemon. Get him, bro. Get him, Talonflame. Whoop his butt. Quick attack. No, I meant to hit quick attack. Stay in your Pokeball. You jerk. You freaking jerk. Whatevs. It's, like, annoying too, because the auto tracking is actually, like, so good. It's just like I wish I didn't have to use it all the time. Like, I want there to be the choice. Also, to anyone who hasn't done it yet, who's playing this game, like, turn your camera sensitivity all the way up. The game feels, like, so much better when you do that, in my personal opinion. If you like high camera sensitivity, I guess. Like, if you don't like that kind of thing, then I suppose it wouldn't be very good for you, but... Oh, no... Okay, good. I thought for a second I was still in my personal box of Pokemon that I keep, because if I wasn't, I would have messed it all up again, which I tend to do by forgetting that I'm, you know, like, in one particular box. Did my homie get knocked out? He did. You want to come back? Boop. What did you do? Wait, Numel's frozen. Oh no. We got you, girl. Don't worry. We got you. How'd Numel get frozen? Well, I guess what I got frozen earlier? Someone ice punched me? You know what I wouldn't mind doing, honestly, would be play a little bit of the ranked online here. I was gonna build up a new team though. I'm sure I could just use the old team that I was using. That team was very fun. It's fine. I'll maybe play a couple games of ranked ZA. We gotta get up to S tier. Hit it with a frozen or hit it with a fire. We got you. Only blistering hot fire moves? Oh, okay. Well then you're screwed, lady. Sorry. I ain't got nothing blistering hot. It's like my literal only fire move. Damn, these Snowbirds really got like nothing against Talonflame, huh? Like perfect typing for this area. Do we have Snow Run yet? I don't know if I do. Definitely ain't got no Delibird yet, that's for sure. Did you just fly away? Kind of rude, Delibird. Really? Huh. I'm mad that first one was too high. Huh, Delibird just don't want to chill, does he? Alright, fighting types. I think I got something for that. Yeah, I've been hitting the moves if you want to like actually do it. Dang, bro, you just got caught up in that, didn't you? Bro, it's not doing anything right now. I'm like, Alright. Some of these buttons, I feel like, get locked. I came up with a new research task. Amazing. NGL. I am actually getting kind of tired. I can see myself playing more cards and then going to sleep. Sounds delightful, actually. What's Pikachu doing? Okay, I was like, why are you just standing there by yourself, buddy? But I actually think that I might call it. I am so happy that we're able to stream and like just do what we wanted and recorded a couple videos and just chilled. So I really am gonna try and do this again. I can't say tomorrow because I can't promise that, but because my internet now does seem to be working more consistently better, very soon. Like, it's been good all night, it's been good the last couple days, and hopefully it stays good. But yeah, I actually am pretty tired. I think I'm just gonna grind out some more poker, but like quietly and not talking and just like watching Netflix or whatever. But thank you all so freaking much for dropping in. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Bartek. Thank you to anyone who dropped in and was just lurking. Thank you to anyone who sees this, after. And yeah, really do appreciate you all being here. Thank you to Big T-Dog for being a good little sleepy puppy. Oh, sorry, I got the BRB still up there. She's been sleeping for a while now. But yeah, alright. So this will be all for me for tonight. But I love you all, and we will see you very soon. Have a great rest of your night, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.